Yo! Yo! What is up, everybody? Welcome back on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB. I am your tank, Commander-in-Chief, as the 76ers try to bounce back from last night's loss with potentially another loss. That is right. Dark days, dark times. But guess what? We are at game number 61. That means we have 22 games left until we find out the fate of the 2024 Philadelphia 76ers. Back again, man. Second game, 4-game week. All my psychotic Sixer fans tap in. It's going to get real spicy tonight. We have some major updates. We have some things to talk about. But we rock and we roll. One at a time, man. Hey, I'll tell you this, man. First game against the Timberwolves this season. First game against the T-Wolves. So we'll see a new matchup. Guess that's exciting. But welcome. Happy Tuesday evening. Hope everybody is doing well out there, man. And welcome into the show. Chat, this is one of those games, man. I need you guys to get hella active in the comments. I need you guys to keep the convo going. Because you know how these back-to-backs get, man. RB, unlike some others, show up on back-to-backs. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to do my thing. But I need you guys to hold it down in the chat. So we'll get into it all. What this game means. What we are planning to see tonight. And more. But officially, good evening. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are tapping in from, and welcome in to Philly Take with RB. You know the deal, man. This is the Sixers Game Day live show presented by our great friends over at National University, and as always, we're powered by BetUS. We have the 21-39 Philadelphia 76ers up against the 33-29 Minnesota Timberwolves. Talk about that for sure. But this is the number one Sixers Game Day live show right here, broadcasted every game on YouTube, where we give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. And of course, we'll take your phone calls after the game, so be sure to tap in on the Discord, tap in on the phone lines, and chime in about this team. We've had a lot of great callers over the last couple of games. Very much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor right now. All right, if you guys are in here, we got 70 people in the chat already. 70 diehards. Do me a favor. Go down below. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit it faster than you can say tank. Hit that like button. Hit that red subscribe button as well. Help us get to 42,000 subscribers. We're inching our way there. And hit that join button if you want to become an official part of the Philly Take family. Of course, we have a lot of great supporters in the chat, but our channel members, they get their comments highlighted. They get their comments read first. They get merchandise discounts. They get loyalty badges and emojis in the chat. So shout out to the great members for supporting us, man. If you want to become a member, hit that join button down below. The link is also pinned in the chat. We'll take you right there as well. Lastly, be sure to follow our platform everywhere. All right, Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take. I talk about the Sixers. I talk about the Birds. I talk about pretty much everything under the sun, and I give you a bunch of coverage behind the scenes. So be sure to follow us everywhere. If you want to become a very diehard supporter, very much appreciated. And with that being said, special shout out to the members in the chat, man. Let's see those emojis. Drop the fires. Let's get this thing cooking because we were here last night. We were here late. And I told you we'd be back. We are back again. And you know how these back-to-backs work, especially when your team is tanking and you're not playing for anything. It's it's not the easiest thing in the world, to keep it energetic in here. So let's keep it rocking and rolling. We'll talk about some things, but let's get it started off with our pregame live show. And you know what, man? First off, shout out to the members in here. I see Lawrence in the chat. What's up, Lawrence? I see Sixer Sam. I see Busy B says, fire up the tank. Let's go. Pete in the chat. Cole, what's up, my man? Zay, what's good? And we got Kevin Miller. What's up, bro? Alejandro tapping in from Venezuela. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Guys, we have some injury updates. I'll tell you what the hardest thing of this season is. It's me trying to game plan with thumbnail when I don't even know who's playing. Like, I've spent all day seeing guys added to the injury report. However, we do have some injury updates tonight, and I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with them. But I will start it off there with the injury updates. Okay. So let me pull it up here just to make sure I don't read anything wrong. You know how the Sixers rock, man. Give us injury updates at the last second. So Justin Edwards, who suffered an ankle injury at the end of the game last night, he literally got hurt with like a minute left. He's out with a left ankle injury. Tyrese Maxey is out with the back injury that he suffered last night. I guess we had to sacrifice Justin Edwards and Tyrese Maxey. However, the Sixers are bringing back Paul George tonight. Kelly Oubre is back from his illness, and Quentin Grimes was questionable the entire day, but he is active here on Tuesday. So Quentin Grimes is good to go. He is playing, and that is where we stand. Matter of fact, I think I can actually change the thumbnail. I didn't think Paul George was going to play, but the 76ers love to defy the odds, and they got Podcast P or no Podcast P out here. So actually, let me go ahead and change the thumbnail. Let me ask you guys this in the chat. Do you think that Paul George should be playing tonight? Do you think Paul George should actually be playing? I just don't understand why they brought this dude back tonight, man. Why? Why'd they bring back Paul George tonight? I don't understand. Like, the tank is obviously on, bro. The tank is on. But anyway, Kelly Oubre Jr. returns from illness. Paul George is back from his finger injury or groin or whatever it was. And Quentin Grimes dealing with a bicep injury. He was questionable, but he's good to go. Tyrese Maxey and Justin Edwards are out. So once again, it's the guessing game of trying to guess who is going to play for the Philadelphia 76ers. MRD in the chat says PG's a part of the tank. PG's a part of the tank. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why they brought him back. Maybe that's why they brought him back. Who knows, man? Busy B says, nah, he needs to take the rest of the season off. Honestly, feels like he already has. Aja Roberson, member for 48 months. Aja says, hey, RB, I had my mom's funeral. Please pray for me. Well, Aja, I'm very, very sorry to hear that. And I will certainly keep you in my prayers as well as your family. Members drop some prayer emojis in the chat for Aja Roberson. Very sorry to hear that. So, Aja, great member of the channel, great supporter of the channel, and wishing the best for you and your family. So, sorry to hear that. Sport Take with Joseph. What's up, man? Sixer Sam, let's keep up the energy. Let's do it. We got to keep the energy rocking and rolling. We got 90 plus in the chat. Get us up to 100 likes. Here's our starting lineups tonight. They just dropped them here. Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond. And for the Timberwolves, it'll be Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. So Rudy Gobert is not playing tonight. Julius Randle was questionable, but he is good to go. I'll tell you my thoughts on the Julius Randle thing. But Rudy Gobert's out for the Timberwolves, and then the Sixers have a handful of guys out, as they usually do. So that leads me to my next question, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's the odd of the day presented by BetUS. Do you think the Minnesota Timberwolves can win this game by 14 plus points. Right now, they're about a 14-point favorite on BetUS. They have won 2 out of their last 4 games. They've actually gone on this very weird pattern that I was just looking at before I came on here. The Timberwolves, they had won a game against the Thunder. Then they lost 2 in a... Actually, no, they won against Portland. Then they lost 2. Then they beat the Thunder. Then they lost 2. Then they beat the Thunder again, lost 2. And then they beat the Phoenix Suns. So if history repeats, that means the Sixers are going to win tonight. Now, do I want the Sixers to win? Absolutely not. So, over on BetUS right now, again, it is the odd of the day presented by BetUS. Go to betus.com, use the code YouTube150, get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Over on BetUS, they got you covered, all their odds, their bonuses, parlays. You can bet on Tyrese Maxey, clutch player of the year, even though that might be out the window now that he's hurt. Or you can bet against the Sixers every single game and continue to win profits. So, am I comfortable with picking the Timberwolves to win by 14 points? I think that's a little bit egregious in my opinion. But yeah, 14 is a lot. Do I think the Timberwolves are going to win this game? Yes, I do. The Sixers are traveling from their own arena last night out to Minnesota on an overnight jet just to play the second of a back-to-back. And that's another thing. You know, the NBA, they keep talking about player safety and player health, and they got the Sixers traveling on the second of a back-to-back to Minnesota. Does that make any sense? Anyway, man, shout out to BetUS. Appreciate them for always partnering with the show. Use the code YouTube150 over on BetUS, and you know what we do at this point. We bet against the 76ers. All right, man. We're going to get to our score predictions here in just a couple minutes, but I got to give my thoughts on a couple things real quick. Number one, for the people that are probably just going to tune in and stop by, should the 76ers try to win this game? No, they should not. No, they should not. They lost last night to the Portland Trailblazers. They had a great first half. Andre Drummond was playing like prime Drummond. He dropped 25 and 18. And at halftime, they made the call. They told them to stop moving around, stop cutting, stop shooting well, stop hustling. And the Sixers ended up getting blown out by the Blazers. It took Tyrese Maxey being sacrificed last night. He was already injured. He had a finger injury. He couldn't put more than 3 fingers on the basketball. Then he got hurt again last night. And he was already 2 for 13. He was playing terrible. So it took Maxey getting hurt, Justin Edwards getting hurt. What I'm trying to say here is that every instance this season, every time the Sixers try to battle back or they try to fight back, it's all for naught, man. Everything the Sixers do, it's like the basketball guys are telling you, stop. The season is over. The Sixers just keep on trying. They keep on trying, but they know they're not going anywhere. So again, the 76ers now have more guys injured. They now have more things to deal with. Should they try to win this game? No, they should not. And I'll leave it at that. The other thing I want to say real quick, in addition to, the Sixers traveling on the second of a back-to-back, we look at a team like the Dallas Mavericks, right? I mean, they might be having a worse season than the Sixers when you take into account they traded away Luka Doncic. But Kyrie Irving got hurt last night too. Kyrie Irving now has a torn ACL. He's gone for the year. So my point is that the NBA needs to figure out this injury issue, and I don't think that they're taking it serious. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. All right, man. We got 100 plus people in the chat. Final score predictions right now, and then we're going to spin the tanking wheel. We're 1-3. We are 1-3, so it's not going well, but the Sixers gained some ground last night, so maybe we'll get a better crack at it. Ladies and gentlemen, final score predictions in the chat. Final score predictions in the chat right now. What is the final score of this game tonight? Will the Sixers pull off the biggest upset that I've seen all season, a 14-point underdog? Will they get it done without Tyrese Maxey? Will Podcast P, no longer Podcast P, drop 50 points? I am going to say no. And I think the Timberwolves end up blowing out the Sixers in the fourth quarter. I don't think they'll win it by 14 because of the garbage time minutes. But I'm going to say they win it by 12. So I'm going to go with a similar prediction to last night. I'm going to say the Timberwolves win this game by a final score of 117 to 105. They don't cover exactly because of garbage time, but I think they'll be up by like 28 at one point in this game. And I think Paul George will have a total of 13 points tonight. Quentin Grimes running the point is interesting. Quentin Grimes running point is very interesting. I can't wait to see that. But it won't be enough. Drummond, unless they bring out the actual Andre Drummond. Last night they had the actual Andre Drummond out, but then they brought his clone back out. They tied him up in the back of the facility because he was playing too well. So I'm going 117 to, we'll go 117, 105. 117, 105. Let's see. Sixer Sam, 117, 111 Wolves. Cool J, 119, 99 Wolves. Busy B, 109, 98 Wolves. BLSG, 125, 109 Wolves. Kevin, 125, 85. I'm guessing you're going with the Wolves. Tariq, 124, 122. Ryan Rowe, 128, 105 T-Wolves. Tika says Timu Zion going off 15 and 3 blocks. Alejandro, 112 to 100. Kevin says Timberwolves. All right, man. That's where we're at. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to drop spin the wheel in the chat. Drop the beat, man. Drop the beat. Anthony Edwards averaging 33 in his last 10 games. Holy smokes. Anthony Edwards might drop 50 tonight. Spin the wheel, baby. Drop the beat. Drop spin that wheel in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, man. We are 1-3. We'll see if we get in the top 6 tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we got over 100 people in here. Thank you so much for continuing to support our channel. Very much appreciate the community we've built. Like I said, the Sixers and their failures do not define us. We will continue to do this show every game for the rest of the season. We'll have off-season content. This is 24/7, man. We don't stop. And we've built up a really good fan base over the years, so I'm excited to keep it going. But I need y'all to hit that like button, man. We can't have 60 likes when we got 100 people in the chat. Get us up to 100 likes. Help us push this show around. It is time to spin that wheel. Let's go. Get us to the top 6. Damn, man. We've lost 3 in a row. We're 1-4. We are 1-4, man. Yeah, we're not getting this pick, bro. We're not getting this pick, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I need somebody else to spin the wheel, man. I need somebody else to spin the wheel. This is ridiculous. We're now 1-4. Come on, man. Drop some tomatoes in the chat. This is BS, bro. If the spin went like this, the Sixers would get the number 8 pick, and it would go to Oklahoma City. This is why they need to keep losing, man. They need to get us up higher. They need to put us up higher. Damn, man. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Guess we'll get at it again next game. We'll get at it again next game. All right, man. 120 people in the chat. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday night. Spending it with your boy RB. We got you covered, man, at this disastrous season. Guys, got any hot takes for tonight? Any hot takes tonight? Tell you what, man. Tyrese Maxey sacrificed for the tank yesterday. Justin Edwards sacrificed for the tank. I just don't understand why the Sixers are continuing to run these players out on the floor. Like, why is Paul George playing tonight? Why is Quentin Grimes playing tonight? These guys are playing injured. These guys are playing injured. Quentin Grimes has a bicep. Sit him down. Paul George has an injury. Sit him down. Kelly Oubre was sick yesterday. He's probably still sick today. Why is he playing? Why is he playing, man? Baller in the chat said, who has had a worse season, the Sixers or the Mavs? What do you guys think the answer to that question is? For me, it's absolutely the Dallas Mavericks, because as bad as the Sixers season has been, the Mavs traded away a franchise cornerstone. They acquire Anthony Davis. He gets hurt in the first game. Then I think he came back, got hurt again. I don't even know. I haven't been watching the Mavs, but I've been hearing about him. And then last night, Kyrie Irving tears his ACL. Hope Kyrie gets better, man. Shout out to him. He's been great in Dallas. But think about a team that went from being in the finals last year, and now they're an absolute disaster. And you know what's even funnier? Not funny, but like on the day that Kyrie got hurt, the Mavs announced that they were upping the season ticket prices. Maybe that was like, I don't know, bad karma. Could you imagine if the Sixers announced this all season that they are upping the season ticket prices? Could you imagine that? I mean, I'm surprised the Mavs haven't fired Nico Harrison today. He needs to be fired today. It's one of those trades where, you know, everybody like, you know, you have the initial shock and then everybody tries to make sense. Oh, well, the Mavs are going to be a sneaky this and that. The Mavs are going to be sneaky in the playoffs. Their defense got so much better. You know whose defense got better? The Lakers. Because they didn't have injury-prone Anthony Davis in there. The Lakers are up to the number 2 seed in the West because they're playing better defense under J.J. Redick since they got rid of Anthony Davis. And they got Luka Doncic, who's apparently the worst defender of this era. Bro, it's crazy. It is crazy, man. The Dallas Mavericks are in purgatory. If the Sixers went to the finals and then they did all that the next season, bro, we would have to revolt in front of the Wells Fargo. I'm not even kidding. At least we've been painful for a while. The Mavs had a taste of it, and they're like, all right, we're going to get back, you know? And they didn't even get close. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that question. Great question, though. Feel free to keep dropping them in the chat. We got 150 people in here, 70 likes. Are you kidding me? Get this to 100 likes. I'm trying to wake up the damn neighbors. I am trying to wake up the neighbors. I need y'all to help me out. Channel members, drop those emojis, all right? If not, I mean, you know, I'm going to do my best to read the chat, but we got to get it popping in here, man. That's what we pride ourselves on. When the Sixers treat us like crap, we have fun amongst ourselves. We get active, interactive. We talk it up. What else do I got for you guys, man? Second of a back-to-back. At least they didn't make it cardiac last night. They didn't make it cardiac last night, which is nice. But yeah. Oh, I dropped an Eagles video today. Check out my Eagles channel. We are popping off over there. It's crazy, you know, when the team's actually competent, how many people are invested. Check out A to Z Philly. Check out our website, man. Go to our website, cop some merch, support the brand. All right. We got the Philly Take hoodies, tees, hats. Still cold outside. We got the Sixers Therapy merch. Got different colorways, the logo merch, Wake Up the Neighbors merch, Yes Sir merch. Go check it out on the website, man. PhillyTakeWithRB.com. That's all I got right now, man. What we got now? 78 likes? All right, we're getting there. Should have 100, though. What are the chances that the Sixers get Cooper Flag? Someone asks in the chat. Okay, let's see. What are the chances that the Sixers get Cooper Flag? Well, let's pull up the Tankathon meter. Cooper Flag is probably going to be the first overall pick, right? Most likely, especially after that performance he had yesterday. So right now, the Sixers' chances of getting the number 1 overall pick are 8.2%. 8.2% to get in the lottery, get the number 1 pick. So that is their current odds of getting Cooper Flagg. I don't think the Sixers are going to get Cooper Flagg, though. You know, I've been saying it for a week now. All right, the race for Ace is on. Get Ace Bailey. He'll probably drop to like number 5. Sixers can scoop him up. But they got to keep their draft pick, which is why they should not want to win any more games. How much is Edwards going to drop? He's out tonight. He got hurt in the last minute of the game last night. The game was literally over last night, and Justin Edwards twists his ankle, and he gets hurt. So Justin Edwards is out tonight. Tyrese Maxey's out with a back contusion that he suffered last night. Kelly Oubre, Paul George come back. But, yeah, man, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So we'll see. We will see. But, yeah. Once again, starting 5 tonight, Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele, Andre Drummond for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. I'd actually feel better if Rudy Gobert was playing, to be honest. I'd feel better if Rudy was playing. But, you know, it's where we're at. It's where we're at. So, yeah, man, I'm RB. Support all my coverage, man. Support me as a creator. You know the drill. Did you see they sent Caleb to the G League? I did not see that. It's probably a rehab assignment, though, right? The opening tip-off goes to the Sixers. They blew it dead. I don't know what just happened, but okay. Maybe somebody stepped over. I don't know. Sixers rocking the white jerseys tonight. Minnesota rocking the navy blue jerseys. All right, let me get this other scoreboard up while they're doing this stuff. I want to give my thoughts on the Minnesota Timberwolves as well, so remind me to do that here in a few minutes. We'll have Sixers trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. There's the opening possession. Julius Randle finds Mike Conley, guarded by Quentin Grimes. Conley drives downhill, kicks Naz Reid for 3. Too much on it. Timberwolves track down the rebound. Edwards step back 3. That one is short. He's been shooting a lot better on threes this season, though. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll get this other scoreboard up and running. Get active in the comments, though, man. I need you guys to stay active. Here's Oubre, drives downhill, goes up and in, and Kelly gets it to go. Here's a 3-ball. Julius Randle can't get it to go. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Give me 1 second, folks. This up and running. There's a shot from the corner. Yabusele missed it. Wolves pick it up. Julius Randle fouled en route to the basket. Sorry, I missed a Sixers bucket as well. Who scored? Kelly. Oh, yeah. No, I did see that. What am I talking about, bro? I think the Sixers tank is getting to me. All right, let's go back to the chat. Clint Kreitz, welcome back to the nation, baby. Woo. Hold on. I don't even got the right sound effect. There we go. Julius Randle, first one is good. Where's my people at in the chat, man? Welcome my guy Clint back to the Fire Take Nation, man. Welcome my boy back to the Fire Take Nation. Come on, channel members. Where's all my diehards at, man? They sleeping tonight? I don't blame them. They don't want to watch this crap. They don't want to watch this. Julius Randle knocks down the second. 2 for 2 at the line. Let's see. Wade says, I love when RB screamed Kelly. Those were the days, man. They have sucked the life out of us. We have an illegal screen. Turned over, going the other way. 170 people in the chat. We got 91 likes. Who's going to get us to 100, man? Who is going to get us to the big 100? 100. Here's Mike Conley. Conley up top, guarded by Quentin Grimes. He's going to find Anthony Edwards. Edwards tried to one bounce it off the foot of Oubre. Taken away by the Sixers. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes posting up against Conley. He turns to his left. Goes in. What a play by Quentin Grimes, man. He's got the shoulder taped up. I'll tell you what, man. Quentin Grimes' like awareness for situations, his ability to like start and stop and just go downhill, it's impressive. There's Jaden McDaniels, puts one up off the window and in. Brother of former Sixer Jalen McDaniels, who's in the G League now. Drummond going to find Paul George. Here's No Podcast P. He's on the baseline. No Podcast P going to step back over Conley. Got it to go. No Podcast P. Let's go. Here's Anthony Edwards up off a foot. Got it as Drummond just sits there and watches. It's tied at 6. I know our scoreboard's a little bit delayed. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it at this moment. Grimes almost walked. He finds No Podcast P up at the logo. Podcast P through the legs. He's going to put up a triple. That one is short. Rebounded by Minnesota. 3 minutes into this game, it's 6-6. Randall finds Naz Reid wide open, a 3. Yo, Drummond is back. They took the original Drummond and they threw him in the back of a closet. They threw him in the back of a closet, man. This is the clone of Andre Drummond. The clone is back. Here's Drummond, guarded by Naz Reid. Drummond hands it off to Quentin Grimes. Kelly Oubre coming around a screen. Oubre dribbling, driving, defender on his back, puts it up, missed it. Drummond the rebound, and he's blocked. Blocked by the Wolves. Here they come. 5-on-4. Jaden McDaniels going downhill, kicks it out. Anthony Edwards to the corner. Conley wide open, a 3. Can't get it to fall. Drummond picks up the board, and here come the Sixers. The original Drummond has been tied up and thrown into the back of a closet. They left him in Philly. Here's Paul George going to find Q-Dot. Quentin Grimes pulls up the quick trigger 3. Got the bounce. Wow. What a luck of the draw. Hits off the rim, off the top of the backboard almost, and falls in off the rim again. Here's Mike Conley going to kick it over to Naz Reid. Naz Reid, 6th man of the year last year. He's been an amazing piece for this Wolves team, undrafted. And then there is an offensive foul as Julius Randle goes barreling into Quentin Grimes. And it's back to the 76ers. Guys, I'm going to tell you in just a second how bad of a decision it was for the Timberwolves to make the trade they did this offseason. Here's Paul George driving downhill, kicks it out. Yabusele just saved it. Q-Dot wide open for 3. It's short. Drummond getting the rebound. Drummond, he's fighting over everybody, and they take it away, but it's a foul. Andre Drummond's actually working. Yo, this might be the real Drummond. My bad, Drummond. All right, we got 100 likes in the chat. Drop the yes, sirs. Let's go. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drop the yes, sirs in the chat, man. Drop the yes, sirs in the chat. It's time to wake them up, baby. Neighbors aren't sleeping. They didn't sleep last night. They're not sleeping again. Yabu missed the hook. Here come the Wolves. Here's Anthony Edwards. Edwards going to one bounce it into Julius Randle. Randle floats it up, and that one is off the mark. Isn't it crazy how Yabusele is starting again? Now that Maxey and Edwards, I guess, are out. I don't know. Yabu dribbles it off his knee out of bounds. They messed up Yabu's flow, man. They messed him up. He's still playing good, but they messed him up when they benched him for however many games that was. Nick Nurse and these rotations all year have been ridiculous, man. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder, welcome into Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University. We do this every single game. All right, but not only do we do live streams, we do videos, we do impromptu call-in live streams. We do, anytime there's breaking news, we go live or drop a video. So we keep you up to date all season long, and we give you all the coverage, man. We give you all the coverage, and be sure to support us on all platforms. I can't say that enough. Follow us everywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you are dropping in and you've been here all season long, if you've been a diehard watcher of the channel this year, drop OG in the chat. If you're brand new, if it's your first time tapping in with us, drop new. And if you're just a casual viewer, you tune in once in a while, you know, check in on the Sixers, but you're not here all the time, just drop return in the chat. I got to see who the diehards are, man. I need to shout out the diehards. We got Clint joining the Fire Take Nation again. He's joining on another account. Clint! Woo! Clint, you got me fired up, bro. I can't even lie. I'm ready to run through a brick wall for you now. My boy joined channel memberships on 2 accounts. That's diehard-ish right there, bro. That's diehard-ish right there. Shout out to my guy, Clint. Clint says, what's going on? Back to the bank again tomorrow. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We know our guy Clint's an OG, man. Who else? I Show Key. What's up? He's an OG. He's been here forever. Busy B, OG. Alejandro, OG. Who else, man? AK returning in the chat. Riaz OG. Vanessa is new. Welcome, Vanessa. Welcome to the family. Jeff OG. Wade OG. Homa is new. Sack is an OG. AMG OG. Lawrence OG. Wade OG. Let's go, man. You guys are the best. You don't have to be a Sixers fan to tune in with us. We just talk hoops. We break down the game and we have fun, man. So welcome into the channel. Thank you for being here. I want to give a quick thought on the Minnesota Timberwolves. If we have any T-Wolves fans, let me know your thoughts in the chat. But I think first off, I said this a couple years ago, the Timberwolves trading as much as they did for Rudy Gobert was one of the dumbest trades that I've ever seen in my life. Rudy Gobert is a great defender, but he is very overrated. He literally can only guard the paint. He can't get out on the perimeter. He can't play offense. What does he do? Except take up space. Matter of fact, it reminds me of a very young Ben Simmons. Great defender, can't do anything else. And on top of that, the Timberwolves have their little journey run to the conference finals. And what do? They trade Karl Anthony Towns. They trade Karl Anthony Towns, who has been their franchise cornerstone, to the New York Knicks. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not as bad as the Dallas Mavericks, but for the Timberwolves to trade a guy after going to the conference finals like that, it just makes no sense at all. The Timberwolves made an awful decision, and it is reflected in their record this year. Oubre goes right in, tough to the basket, lays it in. I mean, they get back DiVincenzo, who's not playing nearly as well as he did in New York. Edwards drives, goes up, and he is fouled by Drummond. And by the way, the New York Knicks are frauds as well. They should have never given up DiVincenzo. They should have kept the Nova guys together and actually saw it through. They trade for Mikal Bridges, then they trade DiVincenzo. So the Knicks are frauds. They lost their toughness in DiVincenzo. Karl Anthony Towns is having a great season in New York. But for the Timberwolves to get back DiVincenzo, and honestly, I forget about Julius Randle. Because I think Julius Randle is he's like a rich man Tobias Harris, you know? He'll give you the numbers, but they're empty. And, you know, I don't see the fit, you know? I see the fit with DiVincenzo with this team, but with Julius Randle, I don't know how he fits into a team because he's not a number 1 guy. He's not really a number 2. He's like a decent number 3. But he also needs the ball in his hands a lot. Yabusele drive to the rim. He tried to throw it down and the ball launched back to half court. Are you kidding me, Yabu? Oubre for 3. That's short. Bona in for the first time. Fighting for it. T-Wolves pick it up. Yo, Yabusele just missed a dunk wide open. The ball launched out to half court. Come on, Yabu. Then we got a foul down low. I think it's going to be on No Podcast P. Or maybe Quentin Grimes, I don't know. But yo, what do you guys think about the Timberwolves trading Karl Anthony Towns? What do you think about them trading Cat? I just think it was one of the dumbest trades they could have made, especially after going to the conference finals. Edwards drives downhill. He's fouled again. Hanging on the rim, but it falls off. DiVincenzo's coming off the bench now. Randle is just Julius Randle. Like, his numbers look good, but how efficient is he? I just don't get why they traded Cat. And if they were going to trade a center, right, and they have Naz Reid, I understand that. Why didn't they trade Rudy Gobert? Why did they not trade Rudy Gobert? Rudy Gobert is overrated. Like, it blows my mind how these executives make decisions like these. It's insane, man. Why would you not trade Rudy Gobert? And now they're 33-29. They're just back to being mediocre, you know? Free throws good. 12-11 is the score. Very slow starting game for both teams. Both teams are dry on the offensive end tonight. Here's Quentin Grimes, a three. That's off the back iron. Yabu tips it back out. Here's Quentin Grimes down the lane, adjusts midair, and he's fouled by Naz Reid. All right, man. Guys, get active in the comments. 200 plus in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, the Sixers' failures will not dictate our success. We're still going to have fun every single game, man. Edward says the Phillies are going to win the World Series guaranteed. Okay. Bold take there. Don't know if I can agree with that. I feel like they may have missed their window. I am a partial season ticket holder this year, though, so we'll see how that goes. First year in that. We'll see how the Phillies do. Geltz is still funny. We can make fun of the Knicks. Anybody can, man. The Knicks they're very delusional. They're a delusional fan base. DiVincenzo gets double teamed, kicks it up top. Edwards over to McDaniels. McDaniels steps back, lost control of it. Paul George picks it up and he's fouled. It's getting held as well. Wait, they didn't call it a foul? How's that not a foul? What? How's it? What? How's that not a foul? Are we? He is bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. It is official. That is the worst call in the NBA's history. That is the worst call in the history of the NBA. Sixers got it back anyway. Now they just turned it over. I can't believe what I just saw. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, pretty good piece for the Timberwolves off the bench. DiVincenzo finding Naz Reid. Reid turns the corner, spins to his right, floats it up. Missed the rim by a mile. Sixers get it back. Lonnie Walker in for the first time. He drives downhill, goes up through contact, fouled and one. Drop the ones in the chat. Yes, sir. Woo. I still can't get past that bear hug, man. I can't believe they called that a jump ball. Let's see. Drop the ones in the chat. I need everybody. Drop the ones, man. And one. Riaz, what's up, brother? Says, nobody in Cleveland has a podcast like this. You represent Sixers basketball better than anyone I have seen locally. Cavs are the best in the NBA. Nobody represents them like you do with the Sixers. Riaz, thank you so much for those kind words, man. Very much appreciated. Those are the comments that keep me going, man, doing it, especially in a tough season. I've never really had to cover them in a tough season like this. I mean, this is the extreme, though, you know? I'm glad that the people still tune in, even in a brutal, brutal season like this with all the drama. But those kind of comments mean a lot, man. So thank you. And I'm surprised, you know, that's a really big opportunity for any Cleveland person to jump on that, you know. Edwards fouled again. It's really interesting, Riaz, just a little bit of insight into my thoughts. I've actually I've thought before about making like an Eastern Conference like podcast with other people, and there's no creators that really cover these teams. I don't understand why. Why is it just Philly creators? Philly and Knicks, to be honest. There's Philly and New York content creators. I've tried to, see if there was like a Celtics creator and who else? There used to be a buddy I had, Raptors creator, if you've been here for a while. He doesn't really cover the Raptors. But yeah, the Celtics, the Raptors, the Heat, like they have no content creators. I don't understand why. Because then we could make some really good collab content, but, is what it is. So Kelly Oubre, Lonnie Walker, Gershon Yabusele, Paul George, and Adem Bona. Here's Oubre into the paint. Bona picks it up. He goes up, and he's fouled by DiVincenzo. Adem Bona going a million miles an hour. Let's see. Kolb, $2 super chat. Kolb, thank you so much for the love, man. He says, fellas, how goes it? What's up, Kolb? How you feeling, man? How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, man, we have a lot of people that tap in from work. They tap in from school. Sometimes they don't comment. They just hang out in the chat, listen to the game. Some people don't have access to the game. So, I love the product that we've built here. I said this on the post-game show last night, but not only like we've been doing this watch party thing for like 5 years now, but this year we really took it to another level with the pregame and the postgame show. Having all of that in one stream together is it's a good concept. And even with how bad the Sixers have been, people are still tuning in, which is very, very good to see. By the way, the Timberwolves have not scored in the last 5 minutes. Shout out to Adem Bona. Shout out to Adem Bona for hitting one of his free throws, but there's a Celtics woman creator. Well, do they cover the team like every single game like we do? Do they cover the team like we do? Lonnie Walker for 3, drills it. Sixers up by 6. T-Wolves, you guys better wake up, man. Oubre almost took it away. We know the history that those guys have, DiVincenzo and Oubre. When DiVincenzo was being dirty in that game last year. Shizzy says, tuning in from Oregon, driving through mountain passes. Let's go, man. Shout out to Shizzy. Julius Randle just got fouled en route to the basket. He's got an and one coming up. Fouls on Lonnie Walker. Let's go, man. Shout out to my guy Shizzy. Speaking of that, where are you guys tapping in from tonight, man? Let me know your cities, your states, towns. Where's everybody tapping in from tonight? Let me know in the chat. And yo, we got 129 likes. We got 208 people in the chat. Get us to 200 likes so we can push this show around to more people. Let's do it, man. Come on now. Judica in the chat. What's up? Jorge, what's up, bro? He says, who is the next head coach for the Sixers? I don't know, man. It's Nick Nurse until he gets fired. Julius Randle knocks down a free throw. Colps has just got home from work. Who else we got up in here, man? We got Liam from Ohio. Shoki from Philadelphia. George, what's up? Riaz in Cleveland. Legend in Sweden. Minnesota in the house. Lancaster in the house. Connecticut. Sixers almost lost it, and then they go back court. Paul George couldn't pick it up. Paul George, man, just very passive to begin this game. Let's see. Cole in Vegas. What's up, man? Shout out to Vegas. Ray says Upper Darby. Josue says Virginia. Here's Julius Randle again. Turns, spins, kicks it. Alexander Walker floats it up and floats it in. Timberwolves have also had a couple injuries as of late, too, but other than Gobert, I think they're pretty healthy. Paul George finds Bona cutting to the rim, and it goes right through his hands. Paul George fell to the ground. In for the Timberwolves is Jalen Clark and also Terrence Shannon Jr. Jalen Clark was he was a pretty good find by the Timberwolves this year. What was he, second round, or was he undrafted? Yeah, he was a second round pick. Oh, last year, actually. Last year, 53rd overall pick And Terrence Shannon, he had a lot going on before the draft, but pretty good player with a lot of upside, man. He's 24 years old. He was a first-round pick this year, 27th overall. Keep in mind, too, the Timberwolves also have, what's his name? Rob Dillingham. What happened to Rob Dillingham? That was like a weird thing on draft night. He was the 8th overall pick. How many minutes has he played this season? 12 minutes a game? Anybody remember Rob Dillingham from draft night? That was like the weirdest thing. Because he was mocked to the San Antonio Spurs. He seemed like a perfect player for San Antonio. They already drafted Stefan Castle. They had 2 lottery picks. And the Spurs drafted Dillingham, and then they traded him for like a pick in like 6 years to the Timberwolves. It was very weird. It was very weird. Rick Bennett, member for 53 months. Rick Bennett, member for 53 months. He's our longest standing channel member. He says, we need 200 likes. We have Ontario in the chat, Germany, Baltimore in the chat, Wilmington, Delaware, Ohio, North Korea, Northeast Philly. We got England in the chat. Yo, we have everybody. Everybody. We are nationwide, man. Worldwide. Iridescent says, we suck. Iridescent says, we suck. If that's how you feel, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, man. Do I remember Paul George's leg injury? Yeah, I remember that. Mike says he just subscribed. Mike, thank you for subscribing, man. But yeah, I guess Dillingham doesn't really play that much. Very weird. They got Jalen Clark playing over Rob Dillingham. Dave in the chat, Prospect Park, Uptown, what's good? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. 220 in the building. Let's go. We're at 140 likes. Get us to 200. Let's go. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. Wake them up. Secret in the chat. What's up, Secret? Fire Take Goat. He's got the goat emoji next to his name. Guys, become a channel member, man. Hit that join button down below. Support us. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. 20-19 is our score. DiVincenzo from deep. Can't get it to fall. Paul George fighting 2 guys for a rebound. Here is Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker for 3. That's short. Here's Julius Randle. He's going to dump it to DiVincenzo. Randle dribbling, spinning. And Quentin Grimes going to pluck his pocket and then save it to Yabusele. What a save by Quentin Grimes. Here come the 76ers. Jeff Doughton Jr. in for the first time. Gotta love yourself some Jeff. Jeff driving downhill. He's hit, falls to the ground. And he was fouled by DiVincenzo. Let's go, man. Let's go. I need you guys to get active in the comments, man. Keep us going. I know it's tough. I know it's tough, man, but hey, we're here. We are here doing what we can. Doing what we can. Doughton going to miss the first free throw. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff Doughton. All my regulars, man. All my mods. Most of them are out of here, bro. They've given up on the season. Given up, man. Can't blame them, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to warn you right now that our trivia question today is the hardest trivia question we have had this season. Hardest question we've had all season long. So that's just a little mental preparation note there. 1:34 to go here in the first quarter. Julius Randle again out of the high post. See what I mean? Like he kind of just messes up the flow. Jalen Clark dribbling, driving, lays it up, but it was too late. Shot clock expires. Violation. It's going back to the Sixers. Man, the Timberwolves, they're fighting to stay in a playoff spot, and they look like crap, man. They look terrible. Edward says, RB, this bro is the best in the nation. My man, appreciate you. Alejandro says, no cap, we are here. We are for real. Here's Paul George in the post. Paul George going to spin, fade, PG off a foot, can't get it. It's a battle of the tanks, apparently. DiVincenzo, guarded by Quentin Grimes, kicks it down to Julius Randle. Cutting, goes up, fouled, and one. He somehow threw it up, but actually they're going to say it's on the floor. They're going to wave it off and say it was on the floor, so Julius Randle will have 2 at the line. We got B watching from Brazil. Brazil in the house. Judica, what's good? We got George tapping in from the Philippines. RB, do you think the Sixers will be good next year? I don't know. Depends on what they do this offseason, what their approach is. I hope they don't try to run back what they did this year, though. Hope they don't try to run it back. Yeah, we need 50 more likes. Who's going to get us to 200, man? Who's going to get us to the big 200, though? Let's go. I need everybody. Spike that damn like button, man. We do this every game, pregame, live game, and postgame. We'll take your calls later tonight. But we do this every single game, man. We're here, locked and loaded. Julius Randle going to knock down a pair. Timberwolves finally take the lead, 21-20. 1 minute to go. Secret, what's up, bro? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Down, going to hand it off to Q-Dot. Q-Dot up top. Driving with the left. It's crazy how Q-Dot, like, drives in up over DiVincenzo. Got it to go. Nice play by Quentin Grimes. It's pretty wild how Quentin Grimes, I don't know how to describe it. Clark for 3. That's off. It's like Quentin Grimes, runs with a hunch. And just looks like he's going downhill 100% of the time. Grimes kicks it to Walker, back to Quentin Grimes. 23 seconds to go in the first. 3 ball is short. He's trying to do too much. Shot clock unplugged. Time for one more. 12 seconds to go here in the first. 22-21. DiVincenzo from deep. Got it. What a shot by Dante. Here's the inbound. Lonnie Walker from half court, and that one is way, way off. So that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves lead it 24-22. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some Sixers trivia. First person to get it right is going to hear this sound. But of course, you know the drill. It's not about who gets it right first. It is about who gets it right first and also comments it in the chat correctly. And I'll tell you, this is going to be our hardest question of the season. So we'll see who can get it. But before I give you guys the question, man, get those keyboards ready. I got to let you know it's brought to you by National University. The Sixers Scholars Trivia question brought to you by National University. National is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling programs. If you are someone who's trying to balance work, life, and school, NU is perfect for you because they offer 4 and 8 week online courses. And they allow you to start sooner while also finishing faster. They offer 150-degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And most importantly, they understand when you start or return to higher ed, you're not just a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and much more at the same time. NU gives you the support to balance your life. National University is a veteran-founded university. They awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year alone. So if you're interested in checking out their flexible curriculum and program offerings, click the link down in the description or the live chat and get more info today. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. So again, if you want to go back to school, man, and you want to do it from the comfort of your own home, check out National University. All right, man. The question of today, our Sixers trivia question is, which 76ers player back in 2018 won the NBA Hustle Award? The award was created back in 2017. Which Sixers player won the NBA Hustle Award in 2018? Keep in mind, only your first guess will count, so make it count. If nobody gets the answer, then we'll have to raffle it off. But I know somebody will probably look it up and get it. So, but yeah, the NBA Hustle Award was created back in 2018. And it was designed for the player that impacts the game the best with their hustle. So like taking charges and diving for loose balls and things like that. NBA Hustle Award back in 2018. I'll give you guys 15 more seconds, and then we'll actually do it at the first stoppage here. But what do you guys think? Who won the NBA Hustle Award back in 2018? All right, we got a foul on the floor anyway. Our Sixers Scholar of the Night is... Hold on, let me pull it up on my other chat just to make sure. Do a little double check here. See who got it first. Let's see who got it first. Kelly Oubre dribbling, driving down the lane, goes up, missed it, out of bounds, staying with the Sixers. Let's see. Our Sixers Scholar of the evening is Martin. Martin in the chat. Got it as Grimes knocks it down. Martin, congratulations. The answer is Amir Johnson. Amir Johnson. Anybody remember Amir Johnson? Walker misses the three. Sixers pick it up. Here comes Quentin Grimes. Shout out to Sixers legend Amir Johnson as Grimes goes downhill, blocked at the rim. What a block that was by McDaniels. Alexander Walker out to Conley, a three ball, and that is money. Shout out to Martin, our Sixers Scholar of the evening. Martin, be honest. Did you look it up? Did you look it up? Drop some W's in the chat from our guy Martin, man. Timberwolves steal it away again. Nickeil Alexander-Walker all the way, lays it up and in. The Sixers have started to look like a travesty tonight, starting a little bit earlier. Martin with his first trivia win. We're gonna start. We're gonna tally up who has the most wins though, as Oubre floats one in. We're gonna see who has the most. Whoever gets the most trivias gets a prize at the end of the season. McDaniels floats it up, missed it. Terrence Shannon, Conley. Here's Alexander Walker, Naz Reid for three. That one rolls off the rim. But yeah, whoever gets the most at the end of the season is getting a prize. Crazy thing is that a lot of people that were winning earlier don't tap in for the trivia anymore because they've given up on the team. Here's Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels going to spin, turn, kick it back. Alexander Walker, 13 on the shot clock. He crosses, drives, wings it to the corner. Conley dribbling in, kicks it back. Terrence Shannon. Another three ball. Quentin Grimes up top, coming around a screen. Here's Ricky Council, drives in, spins, lost it, picks it up, turns, fade, high arcing shot, almost put it through. Not quite, though. And Terrence Shannon down the lane. Breakaway, got it to go. Sixers down by 8. Terrence Shannon is hype. Martin says he looked it up. Dang, man. I mean, yo, nobody was quick enough for that one, man. My guy Martin had a keyboard ready. He really had the keyboard ready. Let's see. Banj. Is Banj in here, man? Where's my guy at? I know Banj has a lot of wins. Who else? Dylan has a lot of wins. Lou World, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in here in a while. Lost his channel membership, too. Lou World, man, I think you had a lot at the beginning of the season. My guy Lou World, man, he hasn't tapped in a while. Even the channel members are giving up, man. We need to start, I might have to gift some channel memberships, man. I might have to gift some channel memberships, man. It's been a while. I think we're under 100 members now, man. Everybody gave up on the Sixers, so. 200 plus in the chat right now. We got 164 likes. Let's go, chat. Get us up to 200 likes, man. Get us up to the big 200, man. Chat's sleeping tonight. Chat loves sleeping. Remember when the Sixers were good? Everybody was hyped up in the chat. Everybody's sleeping now. We lost the Tankathon wheel spin tonight. We're 1-4 on that. Chat gave up on us. Dang, man. Don't give up on me yet. Alejandro says, I think Nurse killed Ricky's improvement. Yeah. Nurse he's stinted a lot of growth this season, man. Like, if you think about it, like, Yabusele got benched. Jared McCain wasn't even starting the year. He got held back by Kyle Lowry, Ricky. I mean, there's so many guys. Adem Bona. It's crazy. I just don't understand why Paul George is, like, even playing tonight. Anybody else wondering that, too? Anthony Edwards back in. He drives, is fouled, and won. The Sixers Tankathon has started early tonight. It has started early tonight. Lucis, can you drop the sub link? It's pinned in the chat, man. It is pinned in the chat. Let me go ahead and pin it again. Everybody start chanting tank in the chat. Tank, 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 tank. Sixers are actually very impressive at tanking, man. Edwards going to knock down the free throw. It's an 11-point game. Can somebody please tell me why Paul George is playing tonight? Why is Paul George playing? I don't understand. And the guy's just walking around again. Oubre for 3. Short. Where's the whole Sixers fan club that got at me the other night when I was mad that they won the game? Remember that? This is why I didn't want them to win, because I knew they were reverting back to themselves. I mean, Paul George is on the floor without Maxey and Embiid. He's not even trying. Edwards misses the 3. This is like 2-point against the net, Paul George. 2 points against the Nets before the All-Star break. Lonnie Walker. Is that actually, no, it's not Lonnie. It's Jared Butler in now. He just oofed one up to, I think it was Oubre. So now Jared Butler's playing. They're going deep into the rotation. Here's a 3-ball from Naz Reid, and that goes on the other end. Timberwolves back up by 12. Jared Butler puts one up and in. Got hit in the face a little bit. Let's see who else is playing tonight. Are the Raptors on? Raptors. Let's see. We'll check here in a second. 3-ball again, and that is Jaden McDaniels. The Timberwolves have caught fire, and the Sixers are sitting back and doing nothing about it. They are doing nothing about it. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you are new, man. Welcome into the chat. 190 people rocking with us here on this Tuesday night. Hit that subscribe button, man. Tika says upping his trade value. Nah, he's tanking any value he has. Busy Bee says he gave up podcasting. He has to do something else. That's true. That's true. He did make a promise. Other 3 from the Wolves. This time it's off. I'm just wondering, like, who even watches the 76ers anymore? Do you think families are sitting down watching this? Kelly Oubre going to drive, float it up, off the mark. I might have to I might have to start covering another team, man. Think anybody's watching this team anymore? Maybe you guys just tune into my streams, but it is crazy to think, man, because like before the tankathon, like, you know, even with like doing the pregame and postgame, like we're still pulling numbers this year, but I'm like, damn, what if the team was actually good? Kelly Oubre just blocked Anthony Edwards into the second row. Are you kidding me? What a block by Kelly. Kelly! Yo, what a block, man. Holy smokes. Chenzo finds Naz Reid. Hit by Oubre. They don't call the foul. Randall out to DiVincenzo. Shot clock violation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 169 likes. Get us to 200, man. Get us to 200. Gene says, if I had the loot, I would pay Paul George and Joel to go away. Secret says, let's go, baby. We are doing good. Tank Nation. Grimes a 3. Cha-ching. It's the Q dot. Nah, I don't watch them. I just watch your streams. Oh, man. Another miss by the Wolves. Here come the 76ers. Grimes again down the floor, up and in. Ryan Sprague says, you sell yourself. We appreciate you. Thank you, man. I mean, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do, but, you know, like, I don't know what else I can say at this point. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, like I said, this season, like, you know, the last 4 years of covering this team, like, at least they've been a playoff team. And I knew that there would be some time when they weren't going to be a playoff team. But it's not even like they haven't just been a playoff team. They have been the most ludicrous, backwards, unorganized, lying organization of all time. So it's like you go from one extreme to the other, you know? You go from one extreme to the other. Like, there's not much else I can say about this team. I'm sitting here wanting them to tank. Like, it's a sad story, man. It's a sad story. But anyway, that's all I can say, man. That's all I can say. Busy B says, diehards are, but it's hard to see the team like this. It was hard to watch Embiid not be himself. Let's get that pick, RB and friends, at the end of the season. Let's get out of here. The MF Podcaster. Yes, sir. $10 super chat. Vincent Saravo, fire take, go. Vincent, my man, what's up, bro? Vincent says, burn it to the ground and start over. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? Do you guys agree or disagree with that? Burn it to the ground and start over. I feel like I have the same convo every live stream, but like, what you need to do is you need to burn it from the top, man. You need to get Josh Harris to sell the team. Sell the team. Think about some of these other teams that have like changed ownership and how much of a drastic impact it's had. Even the Washington Commanders, for example. Not that I think Joshua Harris is a good owner, but I think he likes the Commanders more. They bring in Magic Johnson. They bring in, you know, Bob Myers. What do? They go to the NFC Championship game 2 years later. The New York Knicks, right? James Dolan, that whole thing. Knicks, you know, started to make more moves. I'm just giving a couple basic examples. I'd have to like think about other ones, but ownership can make or break a franchise. And I put out a tweet earlier today because I was covering the Philadelphia Eagles extending Saquon Barkley today. And it just goes to show the drastic difference between a guy like Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie and Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, and Josh Harris. The comparison I made was the Eagles paid Saquon after he just won the Super Bowl, Offensive Player of the Year, had an amazing season, and they did something uncharacteristic. They paid him 1 year into a 3-year deal. Another miss by DiVincenzo. And the Sixers, they were doing something uncharacteristic as Jared Butler floats one in. He's clapping in the face of Anthony Edwards. I like that. But the Sixers, they pay Joel Embiid 1 year into a 4-year extension, give him another 3 years, but they did that after they consulted with 9 doctors who told him that Joel was going to be injured. So, like, it just goes to show that decision-making, having good, important leadership with good decision-makers can literally make or break a franchise. Here are the Sixers. They trail by 8. Paul George into Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele turning, spinning, floats it up, got it after he barrels over Julius Randle. I don't love Morey, but if he's no longer president, I wouldn't mind keeping him for talent scouting. That's true. He has found some gems. Yeah, Quentin Grimes is hooping, man. He's an unbelievable player. Randall for 3. I think Quentin Grimes is a perfect example of, like, I just didn't have the right opportunity. Yabusele takes it the length of the court off the pass, and that one is an easy dunk, 4-point game. Sixers on an 11-2 run. What do you guys think about Quentin Grimes? Should they re-sign him this offseason? They got his bird rights. Restricted free agent. Jaden McDaniels, a 3-ball. He missed it. Sixers coming back now. Here's Quentin Grimes again. Going to cross over. Euro step drive. Yo, what a bucket by Q-Dot. Hold up now. Hold up now. Ladies and gentlemen, Quentin Grimes might be him. He's got 18 points. Holy crap, yo. Anthony Edwards just drilled a 3. Yo, Q-Dot is cooking right now. Can we get some Qs in the chat? Can we get some Qs in the chat? Paul George pulls up a deep 2. That's short. Yabusele gets it back. Here's Paul George again. Coming around the screen. Drives through 2 defenders. Goes up and in. Paul George finally scores. By the way, he's only 24 years old. Yo, Quentin Grimes is that guy, man. Quentin Grimes is only 24. He's been in the league for what, like 4 years, 3 years? Old George pulls up midi, can't get it to go. This is his 4th year in the league, man. They have restricted rights on him. Man, this is beautiful. They have his, man. He's averaging 16 a game with the Sixers. He is absolutely cooking right now. This is the best stretch of his career. Had a 30-point game, 44-point game. T-Will steal it away, run it up the floor. It's a fast break. Here's Paul George. Paul George working against Anthony Edwards. He's going to find Yabusele. Yabu, a 3-ball. That's off the mark. 5-point game here in Minnesota. Yeah, we should definitely re-sign Quentin Grimes, man. Secret says, I'm here for RB and Grimes. Let's go. Stolen away by Jared Butler. Here come the Sixers. Butler behind the back pass. Oubre slams it down and hangs on the rim. It is a 3-point game. Edwards, a step back 3. That one is short. Sixers pick it up. 1:40 to go here in the second. Jared Butler finds Paul George. Paul George at the wing. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes behind the back. Going to step back. Mid-range. Grimes got it again. Yo! Yo! Guys, get this to 200 likes. We need 20 more. We need 20 more likes for Quentin Grimes. This is insane. This is insane. He's taking over. He is taking over, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. He's got 20. McDaniels throws it down. Holy smokes, bro. Oh my gosh. Here's Yabusele going to drive in. He's hit by Edwards, and it is a foul. 45 seconds to go in the second. Yo, I didn't think that anybody would get me up out of my chair the rest of the season, but I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I think Q-Dot might be the one. If he drops 40 again. Guys, how do we feel about Quentin Grimes, man? How do we feel about Q-Dot? I need to hear from the chat, man. I know you guys we got some shadow watchers. I need to hear how you feel about Q-Dot, man. This is insane. This guy is cooking right now. First one missed by Yabusele. We got 30 points out of the 50 coming from Oubre and Grimes. Yo, 15 more likes. Get us to 200 before halftime. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe we do have a bright future, man. Maybe we have a bright future. Second free throw is good. 1 for 2. Here's Anthony Edwards going to find Julius Randle. Edwards coming around his screen. Through the legs. Steps back. Oh, he got Yabu. He got him bad. Yabu looked all out of sorts. Anthony Edwards is cooking, man. You want to talk about a guy, you want to talk about one of the next like 2 or 3 faces of the NBA, it's Anthony Edwards. This dude is unbelievable. 3 ball from PG, missed it. Sixers fight for it back. Paul George, another attempt, and this time he hits it. The tank might be ruined. It's a 2-point game. Come on, RB, you're making me mad. Put on the yes, sir, if Grimes hits the ball. Well, we got to get to 200 likes, man. You guys are making me mad. We got 215 people in the chat. We need 15 more thumbs up. Come on, man. You know the drill. You know the drill. We get another 100 likes. We hit the sound effects. Maxey, Grimes, McCain, Embiid, PG. Another miss by the Wolves, and Randall puts it up and in. Yo. Randall's got to chill, man. He's acting like he's him. He's really not, though. Now Randall's talking smack. We got some smack talk. He's talking to the ref. Randall's talking smack to the woman ref. Who are you talking to like that, bro? See, this is why I don't like Julius Randle. He dropped, how many points did he have? 9 points in the first half, and he's acting like he's him. Julius Randle is not a good player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Before Saturday, Quentin Grimes had never scored 20-plus points in the first half of an NBA game. He has now done it twice in his last 3 games. He's got 20 points tonight, 8 for 12 on the night. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to be dramatic here. But I think Quentin Grimes, let me think about this before I say it. While I do that, get us to 200 likes, man. We need 13 more. Get us there. I think Quentin Grimes might be a top 3 impact player on the team this season. And he's only been here for 4 weeks. Not even. Do you guys agree with that? I'm trying to think who else has been more impactful this season. Yabusele? Maxey, maybe? Yeah, no, Grimes is him, man. This dude is absolutely cooking. He's absolutely cooking, man. Wow. Jared McCain, even though he only played 20 games. All right, guys. 200 plus in the chat. 192 likes. Do me a favor, get it to 200. Welcome into the halftime live show as Quentin Grimes has once again flipped the double bird to the Sixers. He said, screw your tank. I am going to start cooking again. He leads all scorers tonight. Anthony Edwards with 18. Grimes has 20. He has been fantastic. The Sixers fleeced the Dallas Mavericks. All right, man, you guys know the drill. Drop one word in the chat right now to describe this game so far. Drop one word in the chat to describe this game so far. One word in the chat to describe this game. It looked like it was going to be a blowout. Then the Sixers came back. Grimes started cooking. And that's kind of where we sit here at halftime. I'll give you guys my word. I will read out a couple of the best, but I got to give a shout out to BetUS, partnered with us all season long. Ladies and gentlemen, use the code YouTube150 over on BetUS.com. Get a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 with BetUS. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe go take it for Grimes on the over from now on. We've been talking about the Sixers odds. They were a 14-point underdog in this game. But you know what, man? BetUS has you covered with all the odds, parlays, all the best bonuses, and more. I might have to start putting it on BetUS to take Grimes on the over. This guy is cooking right now, man. I might have to start taking Quentin Grimes. Once again, go to BetUS.com. Use the code YouTube150. Get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. My word of the half has to be Q-Dot, man. Has to be Grimes. I mean, there's nothing else I could say. This team doesn't excite me anymore. We know what they're trying to do. Paul George was just so passive in the first half. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Like, there's just not much else I could say about Paul George. But Quentin Grimes is amazing. He looks like he runs with a hunch 100% of the time, but he just keeps, he's got a crazy motor, man. He never stops moving. One thing I'm watching here with Grimes, and tonight he's running the point, which is crazy without Maxey. His ability to control the ball. I know he doesn't have any assists, but I just feel like he's doing a good job at getting to the rim. He has 3 steals in this game too. That's what really he was known for. I mean, if you go back to his college days with Houston, he was a very sticky defender. He was right up in your grill, a guy who could, create easy turnovers, make it lead to easy offense. He was more of an on-ball defensive guard. He was in that mindset, but I think now we're starting to see him come into his own on the offensive side. And maybe that's just a bit of opportunity being handed his way. Maybe he didn't have that in New York and Detroit and Dallas, and now he has it. So I really like what he's doing right now. I think he's in a groove. And he's 8 for 12 tonight with 20 points. His second game in the last 3 in which he's had 20 in the first half. Ben Beardsley in the chat becoming a channel member. Let's go. Let's go, Ben. Thanks for becoming a member, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. Shout out to Ben. Members, give him a warm welcome in the chat. One word in the chat. Let's see what we got. We got Q, Grimes, Grime time, Grimes, Grime, Grimy, Grime. Competing. Arby, would you prefer Dylan Harper or the VJ kid? I got to do more research on that before I give you an answer there. Alejandro says, my word is a phrase. Get out of here, the MFing podcaster. Keep in mind, Paul George made a whole announcement that he was quitting podcasting for the rest of the year to focus on competing for a championship. Then he comes back. He has a couple really good games. He tries his heart out. Then he misses a game. And now he's got 7 points at halftime. And until the last couple minutes, he was barely even involved in the game. So I don't even understand why Paul George is even playing. But no Maxey, no Edwards. You bring back PG, Oubre, and it's like inserting. It's like you come in, you're out tonight. You come in, you're out tonight. We see Adem Bona play 4 minutes, then he gets yanked. Lonnie Walker plays 9. Butler plays 8 tonight. I don't get the inconsistent rotations. It's like you're trying to mess these guys' rhythm up. Council comes in for 3 minutes. He gets yanked. I don't understand it, man. You're overplaying these starters, Nurse. Overplaying. Let's see. Busy Bee says cooking, stinks, passive P, pathetic P, cardio P, pansy process, vibes P, broken P, stinky P. Pathetic P. Next game, PG will drop 2 points. Yeah. I don't know. And then when I look at the Timberwolves, like I said, they're just not that good of a team. Julius Randle's out here with an inefficient 9 points. He's acting like he's him. He's yelling at the ref. Julius Randle is so mid, man. Anthony Edwards, 18 points, 3 rebounds. Naz Reid, 8 points. Jaden McDaniels, 7. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's got 7. He's a nice creator off the bench. Let's see. Truman says he's a +5. So I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I think we need to really understand what the plus-minus stat means. Let me give you an example, right? It's like the individual defensive rating stat. For example, Truman, let's say you and I are on the floor together and we're playing, right? And we play the same exact minutes in an entire basketball half, and you score 30 points, you make the best defensive plays ever, and I stand in the corner and do absolutely nothing. And let's say during those minutes, we outscore the other team by 15 points. Both of our plus minuses are going to read +15. But you did all the work. I didn't do any of the work. So I think we really need to take into context what these stats mean and what they actually account for. Because if you're watching Paul George in this game, he's been passive P. He's done nothing to really get involved. He's not playing that good a defense. I mean, I will say he's creating some assists in the second quarter. That's really all he did. He moved the ball well, but he's sitting in the corner. Gershon Yabusele has played terrible in this game. He's a -1. So, again, it's important to take into account the context of these stats. And that's where I'm at. What else we got, man? That's pretty much it. Let's look at some of these stats, and then we'll take a little break. We'll come back. We got 200 likes, though. Drop the yes, sirs in the chat. Drop the yes, sirs in the chat. Sixers are shooting 4 for 17 from long range. Timberwolves are at 8 for 22. Sixers are out rebounding them by 2. More paint points for the Sixers. 10 assists. It's been like a very slow offensive game. I'm surprised both teams have 50, but I don't know. Both teams have just they've been very lethargic in this game at some points. Busy Bee says, hot take, there have been reports that Anthony Edwards really misses Cat. Maybe he asks out of Minnesota. Well, he's not going to the Knicks, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I think Anthony Edwards did feel betrayed. And I think Anthony Edwards is sitting there going, yo, what the heck, man? What the heck? We made the conference finals. I had an insane playoff run, and then you trade my boy? And you keep Rudy overrated Gobert? I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But maybe he does ask out to another franchise. But Anthony Edwards, if you can get Anthony Edwards, man, holy crap. I mean, Anthony Edwards is on pace to be the next face of the NBA. That's how good he is. I don't think people realize sometimes because he's with the Timberwolves, but Anthony Edwards, his progression, he's insane. And you know what's crazy too is Anthony Edwards came into the NBA out of Georgia, first overall pick, and they said they were concerned about his character. He was a little bit too not playful, but just he messed around a lot, And he's been nothing but business his whole time in the NBA. He just wants to keep getting better and better and better. So anyway, that's where we're at. I guess we'll wait till we come back to hit the yes sirs because this chat is completely asleep tonight. I know it's a second of a back-to-back, but chat might be more asleep than the damn Sixers. Chat might be more asleep than the damn Sixers. But my first half takeaway is Quentin Grimes is an absolute bucket. You can't win this game, though. Grimes, you got to chill. You got to get the call at halftime. Tell him to chill. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Mods, if you can, drop the Discord link in the chat. Drop the membership link. Go to PhillyTakeWithRB.com. Check out our merch store. And, yeah, man, Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University, powered by BetUS. All season long right here. Every game, pregame, live game, postgame. We will be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere, folks. All right, man, we are back. Sorry about that. I didn't know they were going to start the damn second half so quick. Looks like we missed 30 seconds as the Sixers get a bucket. I don't know why they, at halftime, was very quick. They started the game so damn late. Here's Naz Reid, turns, hooks it up. That one is off the mark, picked up by the Sixers. What did we miss so far? Yabu made a layup, Oubre made a layup, and that's where we're at. $10:40 to go here in the third. Drummond hooks one up, and that was a lousy attempt. Yo, Drummond hasn't even scored tonight. Drummond, what happened to my boy Drummond, man? What happened to my guy Andre? Naz Reid floats it up and in. 59-57 is our score. All right, man, we need to see the chat get going a little bit. Chat needs to get going here. Wake up, wake up. Grimes kicks it out. Drummond for three. It's short. Here is Anthony Edwards with the rock. Anthony Edwards, the young phenom. Edwards going to find Julius Randle. Randle dribbles into the paint, lost control of it. Picked up by the Sixers. Here they come. Yabusele all the way. Got it to fall. Yabu! All right, Gershon. All right, Gershon. And the Timberwolves just launched it down the floor. Nobody in sight. It's going to be another turnover. Yo, guys, we got Tank Watch. The Raptors are winning. Yo, the Raptors are winning. Holy smokes, guys. The Raptors are up by 8 points with 7 minutes to go. Paul George for three. Then he missed it. Yo, can we get some Raptors in the chat? Can everybody drop a Raptors? There's Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels puts it up and in. Who else is playing? The Nets. The Nets are beating the Spurs in the first half. Yo, we're on Tank Watch, man. 6-point game. Come on, Toronto. Magic have been banged up as of late. They just lost Jalen Suggs for the season. Magic have had a terrible bite at the apple. Yo, Raptors need to win this game. Dang, Drummond and McDaniels, they were getting a little handsy over here. Sixers with the ball. They trail by 2. Here's Yabu going to find Grimes. Grimes up top. Sidestep for three. That one off the mark. Grimes with a 20-point game in the first half. Here's Naz Reid off the pick and pop. He's going to launch one up and puts it through. Timberwolves lead it by 5. I got the Raptors score right up here, so I'm going to keep watching that. We'll see what happens. Here's Quentin Grimes coming around a screen. Drummond going to roll. Grimes down low. Throws it to Drummond. Drummond missed the layup, but he was fouled. It's a late whistle. Come on, Toronto. Toronto. Come on, man. Yo, everybody drop it in the chat right now. Tank. 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 Tank, tank, tank. First one good for Drummond. Let's go, man. Wake up. Come on, man. Yes, sir. The neighbors are not sleeping tonight. Second one good for Drummond. Run it back. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby. The energy coming right at you, man. Grimes steals it away from Yabu. Grimes, Yabu for three. Cha-ching.
He's on fire.
It's tied at 64. The Sixers trying to mess up the tank. Can they do it? This is cinema. Here's Anthony Edwards, guarded by Yabusele. Edwards going to cross over. Cross back, drive, turn, spins. He got Yabu on a swivel. Blocked by Drummond, and it's a goaltend. Nurse throws his arms up in the air. He's in disbelief. Drummond's over here walking the dog. What's up, Drummond? Drummond wants a review. Yeah, I think I'm just going to start commentating as if it's like Game 7 of the finals. What do you guys think, man? I'm going to get hype over the non-hype things. Because if we don't have fun and the chat's sleeping, man, like I got to enjoy myself or else I'm going to lose my mind with this team. We have a challenge on the floor. Challenge on the floor. Toronto, you have one job. Raptors, you have one job tonight. The Raptors lead it by 6. Now they lead it by 8. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a Raptors in the chat. We the North. We the North, baby. Let's go. The tank is on. Come on, man. Oh, now it's a 5-point game. Come on. Come on, Toronto. All right, let's see who we got in the chat, man. I'm sorry. I stopped looking at the chat because everybody's sleeping tonight, man. I don't blame you, though. I don't blame you. Judica, what's up, Judica? Appreciate you being here. Liam says, what's up, RB? Alejandro says, put some energy. To be honest, I'm watching the Raptors game. Brian says, bro, Drummond, relax. Drummond's out here cooking, man. He's pissed. He's mad. Yeah, man, the Magic got hit bad by injuries, man. They really did. I think the Sixers are going to win this challenge. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sixers in the middle of the biggest game of their life. 64-64. Grimes, Paul George, Yabusele, Oubre, and Drummond after the Sixers win the challenge. Yabu pick and pop for 3. Can't get it to go. Let's go. Here come the Timberwolves. Mike Conley, Julius Randle, Jada McDaniels, Ant Edwards, and Naz Reid. Anthony Edwards going to one bounce. Here's Naz Reid. Kicks to the corner. Mike Conley going to dribble. Drive. Conley kicks it out. McDaniels drives and throws it down over Drummond. Dude, Drummond's not even trying tonight, man. He's not even trying. I saw Mike Conley at Summer League this past summer. He was in the casino, and he was wearing a hoodie and sweats. He was trying not to be noticed. Paul George for 3. That one's short. But yeah, Mike Conley, man, the old head, he was out and about. He was having a good time, man. He's a cool guy. Here's Anthony Edwards going to cross, kick to the corner. Julius Randle spots up. That one's doinked off the rim. Yeah, you're not talking all that smack anymore, Julius, are you? Are you, Julius? Here's Paul George. Paul George working against Naz Reid. He's trying to ISO him. He's going to drive. PG off a foot. Can't get it to fall. No offense in this game. $5 super chat. Brian Pumper says, dog, what is this Raptors lineup? They are cheating. Edwards a 3. It's short. What's their lineup right now, Brian? What's their lineup? Grimes goes downhill. Looks like he drew contact, but they don't call the whistle. What a bucket by Grimes, man. What a bucket. Conley goes all the way up and in. Grimes just got thrown to the ground by Julius Randle. Nothing called. Did I ask him for a picture? No, I didn't. Grimes fouled again, puts up another 3. Cha-ching. Yo, Grimes is cooking, man. He's ruining the tank. He's ruining the tank, man. It is now 69-68. Edwards coming right back at it. Here's Julius Randle. Hands it off. Drummond's not even coming up on the guy. Here's Naz Reid in the corner. Can't get it to go. T-Wolves get it back. Conley for 3, and he answers. 71-69. But no, I didn't ask him for a picture, man. I saw so many people at Summer League. It was insane. I've never really told a lot of the stories from it, but it was crazy, man. I'll say that. Oubre floats one up and in. I ran into a lot more people than you would believe. They were all just walking around like the same like hotel. It was nuts, man. It was insane. Mike Conley, one bounce. Here's Julius Randle, drives in, kicks it out. Ant Edwards, pump fake. He sidesteps, gets Oubre to jump again. Now kicks it up to Randle. Randle drives, kicks it back. McDaniels. Here's Conley. Conley for three. Can't get it to go. Reed taps it, no good. Randle again. Got it and one. A foul on Drummond. Drummond is brutal, man. Drummond is brutal, man. Dip, what's going on, man? Iridescent says, I hate to say it, may as well have put Harden on the max. He's better than Paul George. I mean, yeah, should have paid him, right? If you were going to pay Paul George. Let's see. Grimes playing like SGA right now. What's up, RB? Hope you had a good day. NYC, what's up, man? Hope you had a good day as well. Thank you, man. Yo, are the Raptors blowing us? Yo, the Raptors only up by one, man. They're only up by one. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Drummond's got 4 fouls tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre Drummond's clone is back in full effect. There's no other explanation. Grimes downhill, kicks it out. Jared Butler, corner three. That one doesn't get it to go. T-Wolves try to save it. They say out on the Sixers. It's going the other way. All right, let's see what the Raptors lineup is right now. Come on, Toronto. Come on, Toronto. Edwards drives, hesitates, and then throws it away. Turned over, back to the Sixers. RJ Barrett, Jacoby Walter. Who else? Orlando Robinson, AJ Lawson, and Jamal Shed. It's not a terrible lineup. Definitely not the best one they have, though. Sixers lose it again. Jaden McDaniels down the lane all the way, throws it down. He definitely walked. Nurse is saying that to the ref. Jaden McDaniels took about 5 steps. They don't call it. Crazy, bro. Crazy. 3:36 to go. We got cardiac hoops here in Minnesota. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes finds Yabusele down in the dunker spot. Yabu, the reverse layup. Got it. The fall. It's a 3-point game. The Sixers are trying to win this game. The Raptors lead it by 4 with 2 minutes to go. And then a foul down the other end. Jaden McDaniels gets hit, and he's going to the line for 2. Jamal Shed's a hooper, man. He was cooking us earlier this year. Yeah, I just saw a reverse dunk from Ace Bailey. Holy crap. Holy crap. Second free throw going to be good. Jaden McDaniels puts it through 78-73. Here's Yabusele going to find Lonnie Walker back in the game. Lonnie going to drive downhill. Throws it up with the left. And Oubre with the putback. He flushes it home. Slamma-jamma Kelly. Woo. Kelly Oubre sure knows how to bring the flames, baby. Drop some fires in the chat for Kelly Oubre. Holy smokes, bro. Kelly is cooking out here. Kelly is cooking out here, man. See the way he just threw that dunk down? My boy said, screw the tank. I'm messing up the tank, baby. He said, I'm messing up that damn tank, man. My boy Kelly's going crazy out here. Kelly. I agree, Noah. I agree. I agree, Noah. Ryan Pumper, $5 super chat. He says, who's number 12? Is that AI? Buddy looks like Paul Reed with a Tobias box cut. That's crazy, man. Don't disrespect my boy Jared Butler like that. Don't disrespect my boy Jared Butler like that, man. Shout out to Jared Butler. Sixers wanted to get a Jay Butler. They just didn't get Jimmy. They got Jared. Yo, the Raptors lead by 2. Oh, it's tied? It's tied with a minute to go? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Toronto? Are you kidding me, Toronto? All right, hold on. We're going to put this game up on the screen over here real quick. Come on, Toronto. Don't be whack. Win the game, bro. How dare you guys try to tank Toronto? How dare you? That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful. All right, we're putting this up here. We are Tankathon watching. That is what Philly Take with RB has come to here at game number 61 of the season. Game 61 of the season, and we are looking at the Tankathon war. 200 plus people in the chat still, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Like the show, subscribe to the show. Let's go, man. Alejandro dropping the fires. AG dropping the fires. Dave, Liam, let's go. Dude's playing guys named Jamal Shed and AJ Lawson. Let's go, Toronto. Shout out to Jamal Shed. What a slam by Kelly Oubre. Toronto better win this game. The Magic are the worst shooting team in the league by a wide margin. These boys cannot shoot at all. Here's Terrence Shannon back in the game. Looked like he traveled, drives, kicks to the corner. And now they call it travel. Just checking in. What's good, y'all? Always can rely on you to have the game on, RB. What's up, Switch? We got you covered, man. Even through the tank. 2:40 to go in the third. Oubre at the top. He's going to drive downhill. One bounce, back door. Here's Jared Butler. Butler at the top. Here's Kelly Oubre. Oubre against Nasri. Drives all the way in, lays it up, and he's fouled. You notice how bad the Timberwolves are, man? These guys can't even beat the tanking Sixers. Timberwolves should have never gave up Karl Anthony Towns, man. Raptors hit a 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Toronto. Nasri got a technical as well. He got a tech. Oubre gonna miss that free throw. I think it should be three foul shots, right? Come on, Toronto. Come on, hold on now. Second one is missed. Did he shoot a third? No, he shot 2. DiVincenzo on the other end, a triple. That one, too much on it. Oubre down the other end, floats one up, can't get it to go. It's out of bounds and going the other way, back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Come on, Toronto. Come on, Toronto. Terrence Shannon Jr., he's going to find Dante DiVincenzo. Down to Naz Reid. Puts it up with the left. Got it over Yabusele. Come on, Toronto. No way. They tied it up. They tied it up. Are you kidding me? The team that can't shoot threes just hit a three to tie it up. Quentin Grimes drives downhill, floats it up. Can't get that to fall. Yabu picks up the rebound. And we have a foul on the Sixers. They're going to say it's going the other way. Yabu is in disbelief. He is irate. He is just absolutely puzzled. Did not think he committed a foul. Wait, there's 4 seconds left in the Raptors game? Bro. Don't tell me it's going to overtime. Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo finds Naz Reid, and that one's poked away. Yabu gets it, and then he's rolling over on the floor. Hold on, let's see what happened in this game. AJ Lawson, the guy that Brian Pumper was making fun of, made a three, and then Paolo made a three. Oh my gosh, guys. The Raptors fouled. Jamal Shed fouled him with 4 seconds to go. It's over. Are you kidding me, Toronto? Are you kidding me, Toronto? I'm so mad at the Raptors, man. I'm so mad. Oubre a three. Missed it. We might as well just win every game now. Are you kidding me? How do you foul him with 4 seconds to go? Butler fouled en route to the basket. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamal Shed lost the ball on a turnover and then fouls. He just fouled somebody and the Magic go up by 2. Are you kidding me? The Raptors stink. The Raptors suck, man. You got me pissed off now. You got me pissed off now. I am pissed off. You do know who Brian Pumper is, right? Oh, I know who he is. I know who he is, man. I'm the first one to figure out who he was. People will, the truth will come to light, man. It will come to the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Raptors need to be investigated for tanking. Absolute bums. The Toronto Raptors are the worst team in the league. How do you choke? How do you choke? They were just up by 8 points, man. Screw the Raptors. I'm done with them. I'm done. Absolutely unbelievable. The Raptors are a joke. 10 seconds here in the third. Conley downhill, stolen away again. Lonnie Walker, Oubre floats it up and in. Ladies and gentlemen, drop F the North in the chat. Conley banks it in at the buzzer. Wait, did they hit a shot? Did they hit one to go ahead? Oh my gosh, did they hit a shot? Ladies and gentlemen, did they do it? Oh my God, they made a three at the buzzer. They made a three at the buzzer. I take it back. I take it back. Every time RB talks smack about a team, they do the opposite. Every time I talk smack, they come back. Let's go! Yeah! Yeah! Yes, sir. Yeah, we the North, baby. We the North. Yes, buzzer beater. Yeah. I got to see this bucket, man. I got to see this bucket. Oh my gosh. Woo! Raptors win. Raptors win. Holy crap. I'm not even watching the game and I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Everybody hit the thumbs up for the Raptors, man. Hit the thumbs up for the Raptors. The Raptors choke away an 8-point lead with a couple minutes to go. Then they come back. Jamal Shed loses the ball. He fouls Paolo, who takes the lead with 2 free throws. And the Raptors, Jacoby Walter, the guy who was on my draft board. He was top 5 on my draft board. Hits a game winner. And the Raptors win. Yes. Yes. Great win, man. Now the Sixers have to do their job. The Sixers have to do their job now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Is it official? Is it official? Is it official? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me it's official in the chat. Tell me it's official in the chat. Is it official? They are reviewing something. It's not official yet. All right, we'll see what happens. Anyway, we start the fourth quarter. McDaniel's a 3 and he drills it. I'm sorry, that was Nickeil Alexander-Walker. What are they reviewing? What are they reviewing? Grimes down the other end. Yo, Grimes, you got to chill, bro. Grimes needs to chill. How's this game not over yet? Three ball again. Wow. Drains it. Naz Reid, what a shot. Is it official? If you guys are just tuning in, we're watching the Raptors, who apparently just hit a game winner on the Magic, but we're trying to see if it's official. If so, the Sixers have a chance to move up in the tanking race. Drummond under the rim goes up and in. It looked like he was shoved in the back. No whistle. Here is Jalen McDaniels, Conley, Reed, DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo finds Naz Reid. Here is Walker for 3. He hits it again. Bro, is this game going to be official or not? Is this game official or not? Raptors just hit a game winner. What are they reviewing? Can this just turn official, bro? Come on, man. All right, I think it's official. End of the fourth. Final, let's go! Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter, I had you on my draft board, man. Had you on my draft board. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Toronto, I always believed in you. I always believed in you. So that's the second game in a row they beat the Magic. Now they have 20 wins. So that means the Sixers are currently what? 2 games behind them with a chance to make it 1.5 tonight if they lose. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers have a chance to make it 1.5 games behind the Raptors if they lose tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. It is official, baby. 2 games behind them with a chance to make it 1.5. Now, let's see what happens with the Brooklyn Nets as well. Let's see what happens with the Nets. Nurse is yelling at the ref for something. I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention here, but the Nets are currently down by 5, so we got to hope the Nets beat the Spurs. All right, Sixers, you know the drill, man. You know the drill. We need the Sixers to lose this game. 250 people in the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. We are here on Tank Watch. The Raptors win, and the Sixers are now 2 games behind them with a chance to make it 1.5. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Here's Kelly Oubre. Floats one up, missed it. Drummond taps it and couldn't pick it up. Here come the Timberwolves, leading by 9. 10-12 to go here in the fourth. DiVincenzo around a screen. One bouncer, Naz Reid. Naz Reid floats it up. Got it to fall. It's crazy. I haven't even been that excited about a Sixers play in a while. I wasn't even watching the damn game, and I was hyped. Shout out to Jacoby Walter, man. Raptors said, screw the tank, man. Walter's a good player. He got drafted late first round. I really like him. Had him on my draft board out of Baylor. Jared Butler, Drummond kicks it out. Oubre, spot up 3. Cha-ching. Chill out, Kelly. Chill out. Chill out, Kelly. Naz Reid, DiVincenzo. Here's DiVincenzo against Jared Butler. DiVincenzo finds Naz Reid for 3, and he drains it back. Let's go. Chat, drop some fires in here, man. Let's see those emojis. Where's my channel members at? Drop those emojis. Let's go. Here's Lonnie Walker, guarded by Mike Conley. Walker coming around a screen. One bounce to Drummond off the foot. Let me see this bucket here. Wow, what a shot by Jacoby Walter. What a shot. What a shot that was. He was off balance when he threw it up. That's insane. Conley going to hand it off. DiVincenzo for 3, and he drills it. 101 to 87. 101 to 87. Let's go, chat. Get us hyped up, man. Drop them fires. The Sixers are in full tank. And they just got some help from the Toronto Raptors. Speaking of help, man, while we go to a commercial here, I got to let you guys know how you can get help with your schooling. You can go to school right from home, and you can do that with National University. Ladies and gentlemen, check out our great sponsor over at National University, partnered with the Game Day Live show all season long. National University, a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. If you have a job or you have kids to take care of or whatever, and you're trying to find a way to get that degree, right? To make more money, to get to that next program, that next level Check out National University. They offer 4 and 8 week online courses. They offer 150-degree programs and credentials, and they understand that when you return to higher ed, you're not just a student, but you're more than that. A parent, caretaker, employee, and more. They give you the support to balance your life. They are a veteran-founded university that awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. So if you're interested in checking out National University and their flexible curriculum and program offerings, click the link in the description or the live chat. Get more information today. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Shout out to National University. Jacoby Walter just took these boys to school over in Orlando, man. Jacoby Walter just took these boys to school. Let me tell you. That boy, what a shot that was. I just saw it. He was off balance. Couple seconds. Had to heave it up. Had to heave it up, man. Had to heave it up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. I know a lot of people are sleeping right now. They're not watching this game, but man, that was exciting. Can't believe the Raptors hit a game winner. Can't believe they hit a game winner. They said, screw the tank, man. Screw the tank. Sixers play the Raptors in a week. Raptors play against the Wizards and the Jazz before that. So, hey, let me tell you something, man. The tank is coming. The tank is coming. Here are the Sixers down by a lot. Timberwolves on a 21-7 run. Sixers miss another 3. It's now a 14-point game, and it is going exactly according to plan. Raptors win. Sixers need to gain some ground. Here's Naz Reid, hands it off. DiVincenzo for a 3. It's short. Sixers pick it up. They can't pick it up, and then Jared Butler gets hit to the ground. Same with Lonnie Walker. It's going to be Sixers ball. Bro, they only had G Leaguers out there to close the game. Magic are buns. I agree. Carl says from champs is coming to after the Paul George trade to tank is coming. I'm disappointed to this team. Well, first off, Paul George was not traded. Second off, look, if you want to cry about it, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Sixers are doing what they need to do. Like, this is how they upgrade the roster. What do you want me to say? You want me to root for them to win every game and get blown out in the playoffs? I don't know what you guys want from me. I'm just giving you my thoughts. DiVincenzo kicks it out to the wing, now to the corner. Alexander Walker, a 3. Missed it. Ball goes up above the backboard. Oubre and DiVincenzo give a little half hug to each other. Ladies and gentlemen, the tank is on. The Raptors win. Sixers have to lose now. Sixers have to lose now. Yabusele looking for Grimes. Yabu just walked a couple steps. Nothing was called. Here's Jared Butler coming around a screen. Butler dribbling, driving downhill. Butler goes up with the left. Can't get it to fall. Sixers somehow get it back. Butler throws it away. DiVincenzo hawking it down the floor. Taps it over to Alexander Walker. And the Sixers are nowhere to be found. Yo, but does Quentin Grimes have 30? Was that last bucket 30 for him? Holy smokes. Here's Quentin Grimes. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Grimes going the other way. Yo, Quentin Grimes has 30, man. Drop the 30s in the chat. Yes, sir. Top Top Shot Tesla gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go. Woo. Top Shot, thank you for supporting the channel, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yo, Q-Dot's got a 30-piece McNugget. Q-Dot has a 30-piece McNugget. That's his third 30-point game with the 76ers, man. Let's go. 3 30-point games in 10 games. Holy crap, man. Or 11 games, I'm sorry. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. Third 30-point game in 11 games. How many 30-point games does Paul George have this season? How many 30-point games does Paul George have this season? I think Paul George only has 3 30-point games all season. I think Paul George only has 3 30-point games all season. Wow. Paul George has 3 30-point games all season with the Sixers. And, yeah, Quentin Grimes just got his third. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Sacramento, Cleveland. Right? One, yeah. Charlotte. Wow. That's crazy. Gene says, like it for RB in the community. Let's go, man. Hit that thumbs up. 240 in the chat. Jared Butler, step back 3. That one's off. Paul George has played 30 minutes tonight. 16-point lead for the Timberwolves. And Yabusele is fouled. That is crazy that Quentin Grimes has the same amount of 30-point games as Paul George. That's crazy, bro. Yabusele going to make the free throw. Yo, Grimes is a bucket, man. Grimes is an absolute bucket. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a Q in the chat. Drop a Q in the chat. We got our post-game show coming up right after this game, man. I have a lot to say. I'm happy right now. I'm happy right now, man. Grimes is going off, and we're about to lose to up our Tankathon standings. Randall goes all the way to the cup, up and in. Maybe now we'll be able to hit the tankathon spin next game. We're 1-4 at the moment. And he's got 3 steals, which is crazy. Here's Lonnie Walker going to dribble in, float it up. That one is short. 5 minutes to play. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker behind the back. T-Wolves lead it by 16. DiVincenzo pump fake. Guarded by Jeff Doughton Jr. Here's Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels puts it up and got it to fall. Busy Bee says that should have been a trivia question, honestly. Keep in mind, Grimes was playing through an injury, too. A bicep injury. Yabu, the reverse leg, got it. He wanted the foul as well. 12 for 18 for Grimes tonight. Wow. And one for Alexander Walker. Sorry, guys. I'm not even like this focused on the game. I'm just... The things that Grimes is doing right now, like, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that this is a honeymoon phase for Quentin Grimes? I think he's actually, like, legit. I just think he didn't have a good opportunity in any part of his career. I think this is like who we're going to expect. I mean, he's not going to be a 30-point per game scorer with like other guys on the floor, but tell you what, man, I think this is like the legit Grimes. Like, this is who I think he is. This is who he is, man. I don't think anybody ever gave him a real good opportunity, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hit that thumbs up button, man. Welcome in. Sixers Game Day Live. We do it every game right here on the show. Philly Take with RB, pregame, live game, and postgame. This night is working out perfectly right now, ladies and gentlemen. This night is working out perfectly, man. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me how you feel, man. How are we feeling? Robert says, remember RB asking if the Wolves would cover the point spread. What are they up by now? 17? I said they would be up, and then the Sixers would come back in garbage time. So we'll see, but they might cover it. They actually might cover the 14 spread. They actually might cover the spread, man. I like the stream even though I'm a depressed Raptors fan. Yo, Grimes is that. I think Grimes is going to be a really good role player for this team, man. He's good. This boy's hooping. I think he's done for the night, right? Is that the new guy we got? Alex Reese? That is Alex Reese. He's in. Alex Reese is in the game. Alex Reese is in the game. He has entered the ball game. Shout out to Alex Reese. Here's DiVincenzo for 3, and he drills it. The T-Wolves are running away with it, ladies and gentlemen. Another blowout. Another blowout. So the Timberwolves lead it by 22. I don't know. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy about this. Are you guys happy or mad? Are you guys happy or mad? Let me know in the chat right now. Drop happy or mad. Busy Bee says, I think this is who he is. He has been given the opportunity to showcase his talents. Another quick game, by the way. Last night was pretty quick. I appreciate that. Jared Butler fouled en route to the basket. Another quick game, man. I guess Brooklyn might end up winning tonight, but hey, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The Sixers are going to lose and the Raptors won. So the Sixers are going to gain ground. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to my guy, iShowKey. What's up, bro? Clint in the chat. Shout out to Clint. Busy Beast has never seen a player wear 65. Yeah, what is this guy Alex Reese doing, man? What's he doing? It's like a whole lineman number. Let's go, man. Grimes, another monster game. He now matches Paul George's total for the season. Butler going to miss that free throw short. It's 120-99. Is that Rob Dillingham? There he is. He's finally in the game. Rob Dillingham. Timberwolves brought in the cleanup crew now. Luka Garza, a bunch of other guys you probably don't know. Dillingham, the floater. Look at that. Nice touch. Quentin Grimes now has as many 30-point games as Paul George does this season. That's crazy. Now we got another foul. Who just went down? Who just went down? Jeff Doughton is hurt. Jeff Doughton has been sacrificed for the tank. Yes, Toronto won. They won on a buzzer beater. Toronto won, which means the Sixers are going to gain ground. The tank is in full effect, baby. The tank is in full effect. Nets are down by 25. Yeah, they're cooked. Down going to make the first free throw. It's 122-100. Never betting anything on the Sixers again. Listen, man, I tried to tell you guys at the beginning. Take any team the Sixers are playing against, man. Let's go. 122-101 as we wind it down. We'll have the post-game show coming up right after. You can call into the show on the Discord or the phone lines. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to the new members. Shout out to everybody supporting the platform, man. Follow us on all platforms. Let's go. Sixers lead it by 21. Psych, they're down by 21, but it kind of feels like they're up by 21. Now Doughton gets fouled again. Yo, the Sixers play the Jazz on Sunday, so that's going to be a big game. Sixers got to keep climbing up, man. We'll talk about it more on the post-game show. Let's go. Can we get some fires in the chat? Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm RB. I cover the team every single day, every single game. We got you locked and loaded with all the coverage, pregame, live game, and postgame, all season long. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Cleanup crews are in as we wind down the clock here with 150 to go. I don't even know who's in for the Timberwolves, to be honest. I don't even feel like looking it up. I think I'm going to start prepping my post-game stuff here. Kind of feels like a W, though. I can't even lie. Kind of feels like a W.
Let's go.
Let's go is right. Feels like a W tonight, man. $5 super chat from Sean Bolger. Sean, thank you, my man. $5 super chat. He says, I feel like RB has been saying take any team the Sixers play against for like a month and a half now. People got to wake up. Yo, that's how I know Sean's been tapping in, man. That's how I know Sean's been tapping in for a minute, because I've been saying this every game. I've been saying this every game, Sean. Every game. Jeff Doughton misses the free throw. Every game I've been saying this, Sean. This guy's holding up a Chick-fil-A icon, and Doughton is not going to miss the second, so nobody gets Chick-fil-A. Guess they stole the Sixers idea here. But yeah, Sean, I've been saying this every game, man. You want to make some bread? Bet against the Sixers, man. Easy. 1:15 to go. Timberwolves lead it by 20. Sixers fell apart again. Here's Ricky Council at the top. He's going to cross over, drive, kick it out. Alex Reese for three. What a shot. Alex Reese. Yeah. Okay, Reese. Join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord. Call in after the game. Or just chat with a lot of the Sixer fans in there. Bonus steals it away. Butler floats it up. Bona taps it in. What did I tell you guys, man? I am a genius. I told you the garbage time was going to mess up the spread. 15 right now. Timberwolves drive. Okay, they make it 17 again. Sixers might screw up the spread right now. There's a 14-point underdog. They're down by 17. Let's see. Jeff Doughton at the top, coming around the screen. Doughton going to swing it. Ricky Council, he's going to launch a three. Got it! 14-point game. The Sixers may have just messed up anybody that took the spread. Looks like it's going to be, yeah, they're going to hold on to it. Wow. 14 points. What did I tell you guys, man? What did I tell you guys, man? I said it was going to be Timberwolves blowing us out, and then the Sixers mess up the spread in garbage time. And that is exactly what they did. So if you took the 14-point spread, your bet is void. You're getting your money back. RB Nostradamus again. Speaking of which, man, wow, what a game. What a game. Sixers lose 126-112. The tank is on. Quentin Grimes with another monster performance. Sixers lose game number 40 on the season. But the Raptors win, and all is good in the hood, man. So the Sixers kind of won tonight. We'll talk about it all. We'll get into it more as we move into the postgame show. But once again, I want to thank all the people who were here for the Game Day Live portion. Shout out to National University and BetUS for partnering with us. And that's where we stand, man. Sixers lose 126-112. They're now 21-40 on the year. Anybody that still thinks they should contend needs to hang it up. But they actually won tonight. And we're going to talk about that as well as how good Quentin Grimes can be for this team coming up here in just a few minutes. So stay locked and loaded for the postgame show. Join the Discord. Support us, man. Shout out to the channel members. We'll talk about it all here in just a few minutes. Yeah, welcome in Sixers post-game live show here on a Tuesday night. Game number 61 of the campaign. Obviously not how we have expected this season to go. Obviously not what we anticipated looking forward. However, once again, there is a silver lining as the Sixers get blown out for the second consecutive night. However, they get some help around the league. We'll talk about it all. And they actually won tonight. I'll tell you why. And also, they have a bright spot, and they need to make a big decision. So we'll get into it all, but welcome into Sixers Postgame Live right here on Philly Take with RB. We do this every single game immediately after the game concludes on YouTube. So tap in live with RB. Get active in the chat. Call in on the Discord or the phone lines and let us hear you, man. Also, if you are listening back in on a podcast platform, do us a favor, rate the show and subscribe to the show, the podcast, and help us get this around to more people as we muscle through the tank. Ladies and gentlemen, first I want to talk about this game. I want to talk about what happened. The Sixers came out against a team in the Minnesota Timberwolves who is really not that good. Anthony Edwards is all world. Anthony Edwards only dropped 18 points tonight, but he is an incredible player. He's a future face of the league potentially. And in a game without Rudy Gobert, I thought the Sixers could kind of exploit the Timberwolves in the paint, which they did for most of the game, even though Drummond was kind of lost. Like, it feels like last night they left Andre Drummond, the original Andre Drummond, back in Philly and tied him up in the closet, and they brought the clone of Andre Drummond to Minnesota. I mean, he was fighting. He was out there battling. He just wasn't that good. But all night, even early on in this game, it was just a lot of slugging down the floor, a lot of lackadaisical offense, guys kind of just watching second, third opportunities just from guys ball watching. But there were two players on the 76ers, I guess you could say three, but I'll say two, who once again stole the show. And it just gets me excited about, what the future of this team could be when you have role players like Quentin Grimes and Kelly Oubre Jr. Now, we saw what Kelly could do last year, right? There were times where, Joel was out and we're expecting guys like Tobias Harris to step up and be that guy, and they don't do it. They just simply don't do it. So what does Kelly Oubre do last year? He steps in. There's games where he's dropping 28, 30, 32. Guy who's a spot-up shooter. He brings that toughness. He brings that attention to detail. He's going to yell at you all the time. Tonight he had a putback dunk where he just absolutely cocks back and throws it down as hard as he could. Kelly Oubre, in my opinion, is a competitor. The guy never gives up. He always fights. And on top of Kelly Oubre, there is a certain individual named Quentin Grimes who has officially put everybody on notice. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, okay? I put out a little clip from our post-game show the other night on our Instagram. Go follow our Instagram at Philly Take with RB. And I put it on TikTok as well. And you had people in the comments just trying to poo-poo Quentin Grimes. They were trying to play this guy down like, oh, it's just one game. His 44-point game is just random. It's just luck. Well, let me tell you something, okay? All of those people look stupid again tonight. Quentin Grimes tonight, in 39 minutes, once again tried to say screw the tank, but unfortunately he didn't have enough help. Well, unfortunately for him, I think the outcome of this game was the best way possible for the Sixers because, Grimes had a monster game. Yabu got back to rhythm. He played okay, especially in the second half. Kelly Oubre kept up his rhythm, and the team lost. The team lost, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, but Quentin Grimes drops 30 points. Quentin Grimes now has 3 30-point games as a member of the 76ers, and he's only done it in 11 games played with this team. For context, Paul George has 3 30-point games the entire season. And they were all 30-point games. One was 33. Quentin Grimes, in 11 games with the 76ers, has matched the total of Paul George 30-point games for the entire season. Now, that's not me to just sit here and try to poo-poo Paul George, even though it is true. I mean, Quentin Grimes, at this point, might be one of the most impactful players on the team this season. Quentin Grimes might be one of the most impactful players on the 76ers this season. And he's only played 11 games with the team. That tells you all you need to know. But in addition to that, what it tells me is that this guy has a lot of potential and promise for the future. Now, again, he's only 4 years into the NBA. He's 24 years old. This is a guy that you're going to have to go into the offseason and make a decision on. How do we approach it, right? We have his rookie contract rights. He's a restricted free agent. You know, what do we do there? They're going to have his rights. They're going to be able to make him an offer and bring him back. But what is the price tag on Quentin Grimes? You know, what's his value like? Like, now he's really starting to play himself into a major role. And he's only 24. And Caleb Martin still can't even get on the floor with the Mavericks. By the way, the Dallas Mavericks are completely screwed because not only did they trade away Luka Doncic, but now Kyrie Irving is out for the season with a torn ACL. So Daryl Morey fleeced the Dallas Mavericks. He completely fleeced that organization. And he brings in Quentin Grimes, who I really feel like watching this guy so far, he's hungry, man. Like, Quentin Grimes has found the perfect opportunity for his career. He didn't get it in New York. He got it for a glimpse, and then he got benched. Detroit, he didn't have any chance. They were pretty much tanking. Dallas, you know, he was starting to play really well this season. Then they move off him. So when I look at Quentin Grimes, man, it is not easy to drop 3 30-point games over the span of an 11-game stretch. And if you go back to this guy in college, like, he was known for being a defensive-minded, uptight, sticky type of guard. Like, he was all over you, right? He could create a lot of turnovers. He could, you know, run it down the floor. But now we're starting to see him also come into a bag of his own on the offensive side. I mean, tonight he had 3 steals. He's been great on defense, but even on offense, with Tyrese Maxey out tonight, he had the duty of running some point. Now, Paul George was also running point at times, Oubre, but seeing the ball in Grimes' hands, like, it wasn't bad. Like, he actually looked pretty comfortable with it. The guy, honestly, like, it's weird watching him. He, like, runs with a hunch the entire game, but he never stops moving. He's one of those guys that just always finds a way to put his imprint on the game, whether it's cutting, whether it's shooting, whether it's just moving around and kind of deceiving the first level of the defense and making them think he's going to pop out for a 3. And also, what I didn't realize, I think, about Quentin Grimes was that his bag is this good going to the rim. I knew that Quentin Grimes could shoot. That was obvious in his numbers. I knew he could defend point of attack. But what I didn't know was that he was this talented with the ball in his hands. I mean, we're seeing him spin out of the high post and go to the rim and, you know, Euro step and up and under, reverse lay, like it's easy. Like he's just been doing this forever. When in reality, I don't think he's ever really had the ball in his hands that much in another, you know, situation with another team. Now, again, when we think about the 76ers, you know, it's different trying to play around Joel, trying to play around PG, but you give Quentin Grimes the keys here for this next couple of games, like you have, and you see what this guy can do. Like, Quentin Grimes can hoop, man. And I don't think it's a honeymoon phase. I don't think it's just a honeymoon run. Like, honestly, I really think Quentin Grimes is this good. And it'll be interesting to see, you know, what they offer him in the offseason. But at this point, like, how do you let this guy go? I mean, you have him right at your fingertips. And he's very good. He's very good. Now, apparently, Nick Nurse just came out on his postgame presser. I'm reading this right now in the Discord. And Nurse said that they are certainly concerned about Paul George's groin injury. And again, maybe they honestly had Paul George out on the floor tonight because they thought that he was going to help the tanking job. I mean, Paul George was terrible again tonight. I predicted that he would have, I think I said 13 or 14 points. He had 7 points, 3 for 11, 1 for 6 from 3. He had 7 boards and 6 assists, but for most of the game, outside of, I would say, the late second quarter, he was very unengaged. He didn't play any defense, and really, he didn't try. Like, it was like 2 weeks ago where Paul George is just out there doing cardio, and the guy, 5 days ago comes out and says, I'm going to quit my podcast for the rest of the year to contend for a championship. And then they rule out Joel Embiid for the rest of the season. And then yesterday, Tyrese Maxey gets injured. And then also Justin Edwards gets injured. Jeff Downton Jr. hit the floor a couple times tonight. And if Paul George is dealing with a groin injury, then I will ask the same question I asked on the pregame show. Why are you playing him? Why is Paul George playing tonight? The only logical answer is that he's going to help the tank because he's injured and he can't move. He looked terrible again tonight. Drummond, awful. Once again, Nick Nurse is so inconsistent with the rotations, but I don't even question it anymore because there's nothing else for me to say, Lonnie Walker, 22 minutes, a lot came in the first half. Jared Butler out of nowhere plays 25 minutes tonight. He drops 11, 3, and 4. I thought he played pretty well. I thought he had a couple tough buckets. Jared Butler did. He got up talking some smack. I like Jared Butler. I don't understand why he took a hiatus the last week or two. Adem Bona played 8 minutes, really couldn't get a rhythm going. Ricky Council played a couple early minutes and then didn't play till the end of the game in garbage time. And, I still am confused by the rotations from Nick Nurse. But what I'm not confused about is what the Sixers are doing. And ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of the night is that they just got some huge help from the Toronto Raptors. So we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. Brian Pumper, $5 Super Chat. He says, who Grimes reminds me of? Jared McCain. Kind of reminds me of he reminds me of Jared McCain, but he also reminds me a little bit of how DeAnthony Melton fit with this team, like a shooter who could also put it on the floor. He's much better than Melton is, but a guy who could defend at least early on in his Sixers career. Grimes is he's like a multifaceted player, man. You think he's going to do this, and then he does that. You think he's going to pull up for a quick shot inside the arc. He drives to the rim and goes up with a nice spin off the fingertips. He plays hard, and you can tell he wants it. You can tell how hungry Quentin Grimes is. And even in spite of, the tank and all that, he's out there just hooping. Quentin Grimes, you know what he's doing right now? He's like late night in the gym, and you just you're listening to your favorite song, and you're just getting locked in your zone. That's what he is. He's just locked in his groove out there. He's just having fun, man. He's having fun, and I don't think he ever got to experience it like this before. But he does have a little McCain in him. That is true. And I love his defensive mindset, and I love the way he approaches the game. So you look at Quentin Grimes' numbers. He was averaging 16.5 per game so far with the Sixers through 10. Now we had 30 tonight. I mean, that's got to go up, right, to 18. This is not a honeymoon phase. Quentin Grimes is legit, and he's doing his thing. Yabusele has been probably the biggest impact player all year long. Honestly, I'm ready to put Grimes in the top 3, and he's only played 11 games with the team. That's how much of an impact he has made. Now, I want to talk about what happened tonight and why it's good for the 76ers in terms of the tank. But I got to give a shout out to BetUS because, ladies and gentlemen, before the game, I said that the Sixers would be down by 28 points And in garbage time, they would come back and they would ruin the spread. That's exactly what they did. The game finishes at a 14-point finish. Timberwolves win it by 14. The Sixers were a 14-point underdog. That is how crazy the odds makers are. That's like they have some inside information. It's crazy, man. They predicted this game to be 14 points. That's exactly what it was. Now you can go to betus.com, use the code YouTube150, get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 with BetUS. But I've been telling you guys every single game, man. Bet against the Sixers, make a lot of money. That's what you do. That's literally all you have to do right now. Bet against the Sixers, make a lot of money. That's where we're at. But shout out to the odds makers at BetUS for getting this exactly right. It was a 14-point finish. And that's why you got to go check out BetUS, man. 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Use the code YouTube150 over on BetUS. They got you covered, man, with everything. Now, in terms of the tank tonight, man, the Sixers actually won tonight. This was not a loss. This was a win because not only did the Sixers lose to the Timberwolves, but the Toronto Raptors come out and decide to hit a game winner. Shout out to Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter was, I think, number 4 on my draft board. It was Jared McCain, Dalton Connect. I think number 3 was, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I got to go back and look at my stuff. But there was a number 3. And then Jacoby Walter was number 4. And I really like Jacoby Walter. He's a nice combo guard, defensive minded out of Baylor. They produce some really tough guys. And I know I like Jacoby Walter for a reason. I knew I like this guy. And what does he do while we're tank watching during the game? And everybody's focus is on the Raptors, who choked an 8-point lead with about 4 minutes to go. Magic take the lead. Raptors turn it over with a tie game with 30 seconds to go. Then they foul Paolo Banchero. He hits a couple free throws. And what did the Sixers do? Or not the Sixers, the Raptors. They come back down the floor. Jacoby Walter with 4 seconds throws one up off balance. He's had a really good rookie year, underrated season. And he hits a game winner on the road in Orlando. Orlando's had some really, really bad luck of the draw. And Jacoby Walter gets it done. So what does that do? That makes the Toronto Raptors 20-42 on the season. The 76ers are now 21-40 on the season. And the Brooklyn Nets, as it currently stands, I believe are getting blown out. So the Brooklyn Nets are going to be tied with the Sixers again. But that doesn't matter. The 76ers gained a game on the Toronto Raptors tonight. The Raptors are 20-42. The Sixers are 21-40. That means the Sixers are now 1.5 games behind the Raptors for the 5th worst record in the NBA. And again, if we look at our percentage odds as we do every game, I've been talking about how important it is to get up to the number 5 spot. And the reason for that is because the percentage odds go tremendously up in terms of keeping your pick when you get to the number 5 spot. As of right now, the Sixers have an 8.6% chance at number 6. If they move up to number 5, that jumps up to 19.6. They also get a little percentage chance at number 5. And if you add all these up, their percentage goes from what, like 45%, 44%, all the way up to like 69, I think. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 65% actually. Around 63, 65%. I'd have to do the exact math. But the Sixers have to get within the top 6 to keep their draft pick. And if they get up to number 5, their odds go up tremendously. And they have a better chance to get in the lottery as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Raptors win tonight. They said, screw the tank. Jacoby Walter hits the shot of his life, of his rookie season. and the 76ers go all the way up and are now 1.5 games behind the Toronto Raptors. Now, I know there's going to be people out there again that try to fight me and debate me and negate it and say, oh, we should try to win, blah, blah, blah. Anything the Sixers have done this season has told them and smacked them back in the face and pretty much just said, hey, like, don't do it. The Sixers are cooked. This team is like, they just don't have it. They have too many injuries. They can't win a game. We lost our minds earlier in the year. We're not even doing that anymore. But pretty much when we look at this team, their best way of upgrading the roster is by getting a top 6 pick. Simple as that. Simple as that. So that's where they're at. That's why this night went very well. Quentin Grimes had another amazing game, but the Toronto Raptors win, the Sixers lose, and the Sixers gain ground in the tanking race. I know it doesn't sound promising, it doesn't sound fun, but that's how it needs to go for the rest of the season. That's how it needs to go. The Sixers play the Celtics on Thursday, and then they play the Utah Jazz on Sunday, which will be a big game. And oh, by the way, the Toronto Raptors, if we look at their upcoming schedule, guess who they're playing the next couple of games, which will help the Sixers as well. Or could help the Sixers. They play the Utah Jazz, the Washington Wizards twice, and then the Sixers and the Jazz again. So let me tell you something, man. The 76ers, they could get some help either way. Like, even if the Wizards start winning games or the Raptors start winning, they have a chance to climb up in the standings here, or the tank standings, if you will. So, yeah, the Raptors most likely are going to win a couple of these next games. Like, they should win like 2 out of the next 3. And that means the Sixers have a prime opportunity to jump into the top 5 for the tank. Raptors should be able to beat the Jazz and the Wizards. And if we look at the Sixers' next 5, they play the Celtics, the Jazz, they play the Atlanta Hawks, the Raptors themselves, and then the Pacers. So then it gets harder for the Sixers, which is good. So we will see how it plays out, man. But that's really all I got tonight. I mean, I don't feel like talking about the rest of this game. I mean, we're at the point where we're simply on tank watch. I can't really take a lot of this into account. But I talked about Quentin Grimes and how special he has been. And I talked about Kelly Oubre, who's just a pure professional. I thought Julius Randle was getting a little bit too cocky tonight. He's really not that good of a player. He's just inefficient. And I think the Timberwolves hindered their future when they decided to trade their cornerstone in Karl Anthony Towns. They should have traded Rudy Gobert, but they did not. Other than that, man, Nickeil Alexander-Walker's a bucket off the bench. DiVincenzo had a couple nice shots. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, the whole Timberwolves lineup started to feast in the third quarter. That's been the theme of this. I didn't even realize that the Sixers gave up 43 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just absolutely imploded again. But are we surprised? Are we surprised at this point? No, I'm not. I'm not. Another game of abysmal shooting, 9 for 32. I mean, we know what's going on here, right? We see what's happening. We see the writing on the wall. So anybody that thinks this team can contend is just being delusional, man. But again, the first half was decent. First half was okay, and then, it imploded like it usually does. But anyway, we're hoping that the Sixers can get a top 6 pick. They need to give themselves every chance to do so. And that's kind of where we're at. Quentin Grimes is a bucket. I think he needs to be re-signed this summer. And I think that they need to do whatever they can to keep him. But with Tyrese Maxey out with a back injury, Justin Edwards out with an injury, Paul George has a concerning injury now and is probably going to miss the rest of the season. They should do that. Drummond has been dealing with injuries. Yabusele, had a couple injuries. McCain, Gordon, Lowry. I mean, the whole damn team is injured. This has been the season from hell. Other than the Mavericks, maybe, and the Pelicans, I mean, the Sixers have just been in torment all season long. And now they need to realize what is best, not sell anybody false hope, and try to get that top 6 pick. Let's see. Gang says, if we don't get a top 4 pick and we get pick 5 to 6, Malik will be crazy. I still got to, start looking into more draft prospects. I mean, I've looked into a handful, but I really do like Ace Bailey. But I'm sure we will we'll look into more as we go here. But, I mean, again, the Sixers could get really good odds, and they might not even get a top 6 pick. Honestly, I'm going to spin the tankathon wheel. I know we do this at the beginning of every game, but I want to see where they land now before the Nets lose. Like, now that the chances go up, let's see if we can actually get them in the top 6. There we go. Maybe the post game's the key, man. Sixers, I got them at number 2. That would be crazy, man. Imagine if the Sixers get the 2nd overall pick. Bro, that would be nuts. I don't think it's going to happen, but man, that would be crazy. Yeah, guys. Thank you to all the channel members, all the mods, everybody in here rocking with us. I don't think we're going to take callers tonight because it's the second of a back-to-back. Everybody's tired from the last couple of nights. And honestly, there's just not much else to say, man. So we'll be back on Thursday night. Sixers take on the Celtics. As always, check out my videos. Check out all my coverage. And, follow us on all socials, man. Instagram, TikTok, at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter, at RB Philly Take. We'll be talking about the Sixers on Bleacher Report on Thursday as well at 5 p.m. So we talk about this team every game, man. And we talk about them every day. And we continue to cover them through the awful tank. But we'll see what happens. See what happens moving forward, man. So, again, just want to say thank you guys for tapping in, sticking with us no matter what. Quentin Grimes is a bucket, and the Sixers lose again, but this time they gain some ground. And they're now 21-40 on the campaign. And they can't get this season over quick enough. Sixer Nation, you guys are the best, man. Philly Take with RB. Powered by BetUS. Partner with National University. Shout out to the sponsors, man. Shout out to everybody hanging in with us. Go get some rest, man. Don't think about this team the rest of the night. See what they can do, man. Couple days back here, they're playing Boston. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Postgame Live, we out. Peace.